Welcome to Market Movers. I'm your host, Trader Prad. This is the beautiful Miss V.
Hey guys, welcome back everyone. I hope you're having a great day. Thank you for joining us. As usual, please be active on the chat, ask us anything, and of course, don't forget to give us your like. How's the day going, Prad?
Pretty good so far, but I'm watching the market crumble right now and trying to
Yes,
see what I
sir.
can do. How about yourself, Miss V?
I'm actually a little bit glad because it was negative day for me. Now turning to flat. Maybe I will be able to make it even into the positive one. So let's dive into maybe some of your trades, Prad.
Let's do it. I'm trying to catch a bottom over here on AMD. So yesterday's low, I believe, was around 143.60. I have a line over here somewhere. So the 143.62 was yesterday's low. I tried a long in front of that, got stopped out pretty quickly. And now that we're well below 143 itself, I'm trying for a second long. But keep in mind, your SPYs are dipping harder right now, and NVIDIA's dipping to the downside too. So I'm not giving this trade to the downside. Maybe 142 breaks and we're out. Looks like it's going to happen very soon, or actually around in the next few minutes or so. So let me just throw out my stop over here, and then I'll show you some of my other trades, which were actually my more profitable ones today. 142.99. Okay, awesome. Oh, I stopped myself out by mistake over there, so I'm gonna punch myself back into the trade. That stop that I threw was a complete mistake of a stop. Oh well. So going to a couple of my winners today. Tesla, I took a Tesla short of 1180. As soon as the market was moving to the downside violently, I was looking for some shorts to get in. Ignore the fact that the charts are not loading up over here. Here, I'll show you on this one actually, because this one looks better. Actually has charts and candles on it. So looking at the short, I took the 1180 short, got out for a $5 risk to reward. Sorry, 5R for compared to about 2R. So I guess I realized about 3 reward total. But as you guys can see, Tesla coming way further to the downside. All I had to do was hold it a little bit more, and I would have obviously got a way bigger win out of this trade today. But Tesla, my number 2 stock. And then my NVIDIA, which was actually a winner, but currently not working out as one. It's in the negative at the moment because of the overall move in the market. So NVIDIA over here, I was looking for a long in front of 294, 295, along with the NIO over there, as you guys were watching in the morning stream. But clearly that broke, and I should have just flipped short because that short was insane all the way to the downside over here. I don't even know where we are right now on NVIDIA and how low can we go. 285 just broke, and we're going to 283. Looking for some levels on NVIDIA, and looks like AMD. Let me just do this over here real quick. Summarize this customized table filter. Just trying to set this one to link to chart. Awesome. This way, when I click on AMD, I can pull it up easier. So AMD did break 142, but looks like we're back above 142 over here, looking for a move back above. Looking at the market at the same time, looks like market made a little bit of a retracement. Trying to see if I want to add to the size. I'll actually add on the way up instead of adding to my losers at the moment. My average 142.35, so we're slightly below the average. What's up, chat? What's up, Tiffany?
Prad, talking about Tesla, looks like free fall for Tesla right now, down 5%. But I wanted to talk about this trade. You were talking about that move also. That move actually saved me and turned my negative day into profitable one. I'm super happy about this. So guys, I got into short at 1164. My first out is 1155, then 1154 and 52, and then 1148. Tesla is keep going down, and I wanted to show you levels I was looking at. I'll go to trading view for that. Let's open Tesla. All time. Okay, this one looks weird, not the one I was looking at before. Anyways, I'll find it later. So basically, yes, I was looking at the areas to break, and when I fix my chart, I will guys show you. Back to you, Brad.
Is that going in the mic? No? Oh, well, hopefully that's not going in the mic, and the chat will let us know. I don't think they haven't said anything yet. Oh, there's a mic hissing sound. Okay, so they can hear it. Yeah, I don't know what it is, guys. I think there's a snake over here in the wall that's hissing at me, telling me to be too loud. Yeah, so it's like there's apparently a snake in the wall that Lucas. Whoa, this guy's climbing up on my desk over here now. All right, that's a good start to the new year. Welcome back to work, Lucas. But yeah, you know, they're gonna fix it right now. I don't know if I can guys show you the camera. I can't because it can't turn around. But they're over here putting in some work, trying to fix that noise for you guys. Looking at Affirm. So you guys remember how I said I don't know what's going on with this stock, and one joke that really made me laugh today from Sean was buy now, pay never is pay never later or something like that. Made me laugh pretty hard over there. So that's exactly what's going on with the firm, right? People are not looking like they're getting able or being able to pay, especially with the money getting tighter right now. It's gonna probably be harder and harder for people to start paying up on time over here, and a firm getting a beating all the way back below those levels, which actually caused the stock to go above 100 after the Amazon news. So the Amazon news was around earnings report. We jumped all the way to 176, and we try to normalize between 100 and 120, and then even 140 and 120. None of that ended up working out, coming all the way back down right now at $84, which apparently is a resistor support on the way down over here at 83.48 as a pivot point, support number 2 based on Fibonacci's. So we'll see if it starts turning around from there.
Prad, we've got a super chat from Esteban Vela. Futo down 8% yesterday. I said it. Actually, yes, Futo now is down even 9%. So maybe we can take a look into that name.
For sure. Let's go check out Futo. Futo is indeed almost down 10%. Actually, was down 10% at one point. So it was SSR. And then ever since it started making a move towards, looks like VWAP over here. We did break the 50-day EMA, and now we're back under the 50-day EMA. So it looks like we might just go back to 38, look for support another time, look for see if there's buyers over here to give it that pop. But you're 100% accurate if you called it out yesterday, because we did get a violent move to the downside right off the open, from what, 42-ish dollars to 38 bucks. Looks like the stock might not have any room above VWAP today, and whoa, if it does have any room above VWAP today, it's gonna probably
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Looks like it's night there, day in here.
It's a nighttime. I'm gonna go to bed. Rock-a-bye baby on a treetop. All right, so we're looking to see what happens on the VWAP side over here. They're tripping me out. Where are we going to? Down goes Apple. Dang. Okay, let's go check out Apple. Obviously, Apple hit that 3 trillion mark yesterday, which was everyone was happy about watching that happen, and then we sold off that number. I think this is just as people are saying, profit taking from the Santa Claus rally. Maybe we don't know, to be honest, why the selling is coming in. We have to focus on tomorrow because unemployment numbers come out tomorrow, I think, and we also have FOMC tomorrow. So based off of that, we might get some fun moves in the market. Speaking of fun moves, actually, Apple started to make a move to back to the top over here. I'm looking at the Nasdaq market. Nasdaq's catching somewhat of a bid also. I'm gonna expect if some of these markets are catching a bid. Let's go check out, is Tesla catching a bid? So yeah, some of these are catching a bid at the moment. Might be time to go focus on Nvidia and back on at AMD so we can catch some of these longs. So AMD, we've been trying to catch the long for quite a bit. Our number one loser, but we can turn it to our number one winner within the next few seconds if this trade ends up working out. We're looking for Nasdaq and SPYs to just keep on going to the north side and not really stop on their ascent over here. Where we're going to, Nvidia is a monster. Get it? Yeah, Nvidia at these prices is pretty big to the down move. Obviously, we're looking for Nvidia to come back to a little bit of reality, come back to 300 and higher, but weakness in the Nasdaq market today, very big weakness in the market today, clearly being shown. Look at what happened to DraftKings, look at what happened to Affirm, look at what's happened to Palantir today, DKNG on Nasdaq. We're now down on this account, almost $1 now down on this personal account at least. Where are we? Down 3%, almost 4% today. Finding bids just slightly above 2640 looks like, so 2642 being the low a day, attempting to, you know, break out of the 50-day EMA. We have been getting rejected of it quite a bit, and VWAP also. So my expectation is the stock goes back to VWAP at any point, which is $27. We will find rejection one more time. So right now, if you just draw a trend line, you can just probably short the trend line and still take the stock to a little bit to the downside. Palantir, for example, Miss V, you have something? Go for it.
Yeah, real quick, Prad. I just wanted to explain the idea behind why I went short on Tesla today. So guys, again, I was able to load my chart finally. So I got short at 1164, and looking at a higher time frame, I was looking for this level. If it breaks like 1170, 69, 65, it could be a good short opportunity. And if we take a look in here, it basically has a room all the way until 1139. But currently Tesla kind of trying to get back up a little bit. QQQ is down 1.77%. So let's see if it ever get to that level, or we'll try to climb back to VWAP.
Thank you, Miss V. Palantir, people are asking for a Palantir long. Yeah, I think the $18 level as support should be. So I want to go show you what AMD is looking like right now. AMD, there was size on 142 to the downside, but 142 size got tested, got taken out. Looking at the NASDAQ right now, NASDAQ looks like it wants to keep on going lower. Watching the market, watching the stock a little bit. Let's see if we're going to go right back above 142. Looks like NASDAQ and SPYs could just take out the bottoms over here and take back AMD into worrisome territory, but I like the way how we whipsawed right back above 142, so that's good. Let's go back to the stock we were looking at, which was Palantir. So Palantir above 18 should have support technically, because the amount of support we've been having over here was pretty ridiculous. So if you give your risk pretty much to the low a day, I guess, you know, it's $17.90, you can get a pretty decent scalp out of this to VWAP or so, or even a swing trade, granted if the market gives us the red day, green day tomorrow. Going back to the market over here in terms of tech market, which is your Nvidias and so on, Nvidia has bounced off 283.49, so 283.50, giving you a nice almost $3.5 per share right now. So beautiful move on Nvidia. We want something to replicate on AMD for us. I want to go check on Micron because I'm looking at the semiconductors mostly. So this one's moving too. So now we're actually going to go to AMD, punch in more size over here at the highs, actually cross over, take the liquidity. Going over to QQQ at the moment while we're talking about it. Let's go see how QQQ is looking at while I move my head over to a bunch of screens, looking at a bunch of things. All right, so QQQ making a move from the lows, which is great. Also want to go look at SPYs, focusing on the buying, and let me just filter out the volume over here while I'm okay. Guess that's not gonna work. Why is this not gonna work? That's weird. It won't let me filter the size today. Something's broken. Oh, it's on this side. That makes sense. All right, cool. So we filtered the size. Now we're going back to see if Tesla is moving also real quick. A little bit of a move off the lows at 1134. AI going up. C3 AI. Let's go cover C3 AI. 1.2 million shares traded today. I also want to go check on if Affirm's moving in a second or two to see if Affirm is popping. And we'll go back to C3 AI right now. C3 AI bouncing off that $30 bottom. We are down 6% today on this stock. So we're looking to see how far can we retrace today. Maybe 31 will be the high a day for this retracement, and we don't really break 31 based on the move today. Obviously, looking for a volume spike to come in for that move and actually go test maybe the 100 or the VWAP. Right now, no real trade for me, but there is a pretty decent long. You can risk about 20 to 30 cents based on your slippage on the break of $30 to the downside, and then your potential reward is up to 80 cents, so maybe 20, 30, 40 cents rewards up to VWAP. Looking at the Nasdaq right now, Nasdaq still trying to go up, which is good, and so are the SPYs. Palantir not bad for a scalp either. Yeah, very similar to C3 AI over here. Palantir, as long as you're giving the risk to the right appropriate amount, which should be the low a day, you know, you can get a decent scalp out of it up to 1820, 1830 even, if the stock decides to, you know, have a pop later on in the day. But keep in mind, you know, with the weakness in the market that we are witnessing, there is a possibility that the stocks could take out more lows later on, and give you that reversal trade, that mean reversion trade that I like taking. I love trading actually later on in the day instead of now. So I would be a little careful, especially on your like AMD over here, you know, kind of lagging behind compared to your Nvidia, your Micron, your Apples, and so on. So AMD lagging, it could be a chance that AMD breaks down to 140 instead of going to instead of popping up from here where we're currently trying to take a long off of. Someone said Affirm popping off the lower day, so let's go check out, or new lower day, sorry. Affirm new lower day indeed at 83.60. I think that was a previous lower day too. Maybe not actually. I think that was the lower day right now. So we broke 84. We're trying to head much lower, trying to see where the support could be on Affirm. If we do pull up the long-term chart, what do we see? Long-term chart is up over here, and I think support could be around $80 flat at this point. So we just want to go focus on, I guess, when we do get there, or even currently, you know, the support on pivot point says 83.48, so around where we're currently. Dominic Familaro, NLSP. Let's go check out NLSP. 72 million shares traded on this stock today. 70% to the north side. Let's go. Good to see stocks that are actually ripping to the north side in such fashion today after seeing the Nasdaq be, you know, violently red, and then your ES now also in the red zone with only 0.16 to the downside. However, so NLSP 73% north right now. Volume is still there. 72 million shares traded so far. Looks like we just broke $2 again for the second, third, fourth time so far. Holding up VWAP, even though we did break VWAP a couple times, we're holding up slightly below VWAP on the 50-day EMA, and buyers seem to be stepping up. So let's go check what the flow is. 6 million float, so obviously low float stock. I'd be a little careful. 72 million shares already traded. Something like IMMX could happen tomorrow, to later on in the day, where the stock just completely, you know, destroys itself to the downside. But obviously IMMX had, I think, a bad report coming on later in the day that actually helped it push itself to the downside over here. And today, looking at, oh my, it looks like AMD is I'm gonna have to get out of AMD over here. Market's trying to go much lower to the downside. I'm just keeping an eye over here to see what AMD wants to do for a little bit longer. Just should be out already. I don't know why I'm holding it. Yeah, I'm just gonna get out over here. Let it slip way further than I wanted it to. So that there goes AMD. Nasdaq didn't really go to the downside too much, but AMD just started cracking, and like I said, this is why AMD could instead go long from 140 or even 141 instead of going from where we are currently trying to go for. So let's pull up AMD over here on the dailies. Let's see where my line is. I have a line at 138 and what is this one? 145? No, that's a 133. Diamond Hands Prad. Palantir fighting to go up. Looks like it could crack down with the market, so I'd keep an eye on the market. Nasdaq over here, let me show QQQ. QQQ over here struggling a little bit to you know, really hold those bottoms, so we'll see if that actually ends up working out. I'm going to cross over, take this AMD trade one more time. We're kind of revenge trading this, especially because Nasdaq wants to go back to the north side. Let me pull up AMD back over here. Nasdaq really wants to rip to the north side, and I think AMD could start moving from here after giving us this dip and rip chance at the moment. Let's see if we reclaim 142 on AMD. Looking for buyers to come in. Current average 141.42, and this is a bigger bag than my last few trades. So hopefully, if this one ends up being a winner, we can add to the winner this time and ride it all the way back to 144 or 145. Looking for a move in the market.
Yeah, indeed. Hopefully, QQQ will be able to go back to the upside. So does Tesla, guys. Tesla touched that 1139 level and now trying to go back to the upside. And again, I was talking about this resistance level, 1137. So super close. Let's see where it goes. Hopefully will bring us some long opportunities so we can reverse. And we have a super chat from Krishna Gimira. Prad, Miss Sweet, today is my 4th day of water fasting. I hope to complete 7 days. I started on January 1st after long research. Please pray for me. Thanks. It doesn't mean like you drink only water. Yeah. Good luck to you. We're pretty sure you will be able to do this. If you feel like you can't do it anymore, come to the chat. We'll be supporting you. And let's go. When you share it with us, now you can't stop doing this. Good luck. And hopefully you did a great research and it doesn't affect your health in a bad way. Only will improve you and you will feel better and fresher. And guys, remember, drink your water.
Yeah, hydration nation. So let's sip water on that note. I actually added on the break of 142 like I said I would. Now we're looking to see a higher move over here. Looking at NASDAQ. NASDAQ looks like it wants to rip back up, but SPYs are looking to struggle a little bit. So on that note, let me start covering some profits because we are 40 cents in the money. We actually have a decent size this time instead of our last few trades over here. These are all, you know, small entries just to see how the trade would be. This time we actually have the size we want. Trying to see if we can take profits above 142 all the way back to 143, 144. Please give predictions on the IN50 USD. I don't really have currencies entitlements to show you any of that. Where's my order right now on AMD? 142.17. So not sure. That's why we aren't getting any profits over here. So let's throw more orders to see if we can just scalp some profits on the way up. High quality H2O, high quality Aquafina or Fiji or what's your favorite over here in the chat? In the meantime, I want to go for a firm one more time to see if we were picked up a bottom. We got back over to 84 slightly, but not really giving the move we want. Let's go look at Roblox also. Roblox, I think, got cracked to the downside a little bit today, all the way to 92.50. So 92.39 being the lower day. We did move off that quite a bit, back above right now to 94. Obviously $100 is where yesterday we closed at, and we did go as high as what, 101 or so, rejection of 101, and today multiple breaks of even dollar levels gave you this trade to the downside on Roblox. So it looks like a lot of these stocks, maybe, I don't know if Kathy Wood went long on this, but Kathy Wood did go long on Palantir about, I think, 200,000 shares or so, or sorry, 400,000 shares on Palantir. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, this stock's probably going down tomorrow, and here we are, down almost 4.5%, almost 5% right now. So you know, as soon as she goes long on my portfolio accounts, I guess I should just dump them. I don't know. That's just the idea that I've been seeing floating around on Twitter. But I'm in for the long haul, baby. I'm not worried about this anytime soon.
QQQ just keep going down.
QQQ just going down indeed. Not looking good for our AMD long again. So let's go look at QQQ. Here we go. QQQ looks like it wants to crack the downside for the second time today. Not sure what's going on with the NASDAQ market or even SPY. So if you just pull up your SPYs over here, ES or SPYs, whatever you guys use, futures or the ETF itself, triple bottoming, I guess, or quad bottoming, just struggling to find some bottoms overall in the end of the day and go back to the north side. Currently down 0.2% on the SPY ETF, and QQQ on NASDAQ currently still attempting to go and test the bottom again and maybe bounce off of that 394. Looks like 393.83 actually the lower day over here.
But I know we were talking about NLSP pharmaceuticals, but it's keep ripping to the upside.
Yeah, let me just quickly manage my trade over here. Need to go focus on AMD. AMD is getting ready to get in trouble state again. So watching AMD, watching NASDAQ. I think we just have to give up on these longs over here today. It is getting ready to, yeah, we're just going to have to give up on this one. Maybe get back in around 140 instead, but the way it's moving, I don't want to be holding with Nas. The SPY just cracked the lower day over there. Nasdaq just cracked the lower day again. So if I just show you over here, bang, SPY just cracked the lower day on Amex. So AMD, I don't want to be holding it, but looks like there is still strength above 141. But you know, it's not the biggest the down stock of my day today. Not sure how do I want to really be trading this for the rest of the day.
Talking about that NLS Pharmaceuticals, the jump is to the upside related to the news that NLS Pharmaceuticals announces its patent issuance in the United States for its Mezendol extended release formula. So some good news related to their drug, which will get insurance in the US.
So NLSP with positive news, now up 84%. So it looks like it did take out $2.20. There is some size on $2.21, not any though, not any significant amount. So we need to take it out. We need to go higher and higher. We can see it go higher and higher because that size is not significant by any shape or form. And I got right back into my AMD. That's why you see AMD over here, because it didn't really crack 141 to the downside. Kind of shook myself off that trade. Paying for that shake out a little bit, so we're just gonna jump right back into that one and we'll cover it. So this one over here, how high can it go is the question. So 235 is the high a day, even though it didn't really trade much above 230, but you know, 5-cent difference, can't really complain about that too much. It looks like it's getting ready to go take that high out again right now very soon with the amount of volume that we're seeing. So volume increasing on the market, getting ready to go test the high a day another time, which is at $2.35 like mentioned. Tesla, someone's mentioning Tesla in the chat. Oh my, that's so painful to watch. Tesla is now below 1130. I think we were at 1150, 1050 a couple days ago, or was it 1150? Sorry, 1150 just yesterday. Let me actually make sure what we opened at. We opened yesterday at around 11:30, and we're almost back to that 11:30 price right now. 11:23 the lower day. So man, what a trade over here on Tesla. I don't know if I even want to be pushing along over here, but you know, obviously the lower day yesterday, the opening price around should give you a decent long scalp back to the 1140 or 1150 or so, as long as the market can go to the high side over here. So
yeah, if my markets go back higher, for now they keep falling. And also again, like guys, since it broke this level, then it broke this level, so I can see still a big room for Tesla go lower if markets will keep falling.
Wow, that's never happened to me. I got a splinter from my own beard hair. How did that happen? My beard is that sharp. But there we go. Tesla held 1130 for like, I think about 30 seconds while I was watching it, and it started ripping. So now we're almost $2 in the money. I'm watching the Nasdaq and the SPYs while I'm talking about this, and they're kind of moving back into the greens too. So I jumped back into my AMD for that reason, and I'm really waiting for AMD to rip higher over here before I punch in. So I'm not really gonna add to my size before we take out 142.50 at this point. And keep on going higher, or even take out 143. So I'm only adding once we take out 143 on the high side for AMD, waiting for this move back to the north side along with the market, which it really does not want to do. So there we go. Tesla back under 1130 right now. Market does not want to go back to the north side, and just struggling to give us some bottom pickings today. Affirm. Let's go check out Affirm. Affirm did make a slight move off that 84. Looks like 84. How low is that? 83.51 is the low a day. We're at 84.23, 84.12 right now. And 7 million shares. I don't know if Affirm is gonna catch a bid today. Like, obviously you would like it to, you would want it to catch a bid, but it looks like Affirm is gonna struggle a little bit more. Probably around 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock is maybe Affirm catches somewhat of a bid and goes back to VWAP or attempts to, but just obvious rejection today from is there even a catalyst for Affirm to the downside?
No.
So Affirm just getting cracked, the whip just being pushed on Affirm for a couple of days now. Or forget days, weeks and weeks on weeks. Can you please look at TTD? Sure. Let's go look at TTD over here. TTD currently down on the day. Looks like it is down almost 7%, trying to catch a bid in front of $83. Where is the volume, man? 2.46 million shares traded so far. Not bad, but obvious rejection coming in just slightly before the 50-day EMA. You would want the stock to reclaim the 50-day EMA and then probably go back to VWAP if that's even possible. So keep looking for the support at 83, which is so far it is bouncing off of it, even though we did dip 40 cents below it. And if a move in the market that everyone's waiting for, that move in the market is maybe gonna help TTD also get back up there. BTC is going down. No, don't say that. So I just got Bitcoin yesterday, or got more Bitcoin yesterday. I got Ethereum also, and I got Solano. And then I added Solana, sorry, and I added Solana, sorry, yeah, and I added Mana to my account, and Dogecoin also. So I added a bunch of coins to my account yesterday, and I can't wait to give back all my savings on cryptocurrency. So today, right now, crypto looks like in the green, but also in the flat for a couple positions over here. Ethereum, though, up 2% today. Bitcoin up 0.5. Solana up flat, well, 0.588. This is my biggest down position right now, so very glad to see this one back in the positive a little bit, 0.85. And Dogecoin and Shiba just flat, doing absolutely nothing. But good to see your cryptocurrencies kind of in the green. And since we're talking about cryptos, let's go talk about the people who actually allow you to trade cryptos to begin with. So your Coinbases and your Coinbase catching a nice bid over here off the lows at 244. Looks like it wants to come and try 250 one more time, or even 248, this range high itself. We'll see what happens. AMD making a move back to north side. So let's go check out AMD over here. AMD now 61 cents in the money. We're looking to see if we can take out a little bit more to the north side, along with QQQ and along with SPYs. Can we actually hold 142 on the bids this time and turn our biggest negative stock into our biggest positive stock on the day, is what we're looking for. So look at that ramp up in the stock price right now. SPYs are getting ready to rip to the north side. We just need a little bit more oomph, a little bit more move in AMD over here for me to add some size to the breakout. So yeah, we're going to add size to that breakout, and then we're going to now rip all the way to the 50-day EMA. Let's go, AMC. A little bit of a volume increase too. That's what we want to see, and getting ready to turn our biggest negative stock into hopefully our biggest positive stock today by trying to catch too many bottoms. You know, we got hurt a little bit trying to catch that bottom, but right now it's starting to pay off a little bit. Let's go check out QQQ. Is QQQ moving? Not really. We're still stuck in this range, so you know, be a little cautious. Maybe start looking to take some profits. Start trimming your position a little bit, because if QQQ doesn't take out this range high, then I don't know if we take out 143 on AMD. So you know, I'd be a little careful. Nvidia also making a nice little pop up off the bottoms right now. So look at Nvidia, 284 kind of gave you an entry back again if you wanted to, and now we're back at the 50-day EMA on Nvidia, getting ready to go higher. Speaking of all these moves, we gotta go talk about AMD, because AMD is almost at our profit taking territories. Let's start trimming some of our size. Like I mentioned, we're gonna just start taking out liquidity off the thing instead of waiting for the fills to come to us, because we don't want to be, oh my, let's go. We almost trimmed AMD back to absolute least of our pretty small loser than how big of a loser it was right now, and we're getting ready for this move, this pop, to help us out. But what is not helping us out is the SPY market. Looking at SPY moving at the moment, we're still stuck in that range, as I was mentioning to you guys, and Nvidia needs to really start ripping over here, helping us out. Apple, let's go check out Apple kind of stuck over here, so maybe you can look for a scalp on that side. AMD still going. Let's go AMD. I'm going to take another profit target over here, and are they going to give it to me? They're not. Okay, I'm just going to take our liquidity. So I'm going to pull up AMD on this screen for you guys, because I have multiple screens set up right now, and that's why I'm able to do what I'm doing. So AMD, it's still ripping to the north side, and it's the only one I can talk about, because obviously I'm trying to manage now in the positive on this position. So let's go from biggest loser to back in the positive on this bad boy. So very happy seeing this play out the way it is. We just wanted to be the #1 ticker of the day now. Miss V?
Prad, I'm trying to pull up European. how European markets closed. And so basically European markets hit record high today, and currently let me see how did we close. Yes, we closed high, like England is up 1.6%, Germany, France, Italy, Spain. All right, Spain is up 0.48%. Everything is up around 1%, so it's a positive day for Europe, but US markets currently down.
Yeah, everything up indeed in Europe, but our market's bleeding for sure. I was actually looking at the European market to see which way they would close before we started over here. So I was pretty surprised to see the European market up on the day and how we were coming down. Usually our markets, help the European market go in one direction or the other or vice versa. So very surprised to see they were kind of flipped in the opposite directions today. AMD a little bit struggling over here, but we can flip off of this because the SPY made a nice little pop to the north side over here. So SPY's back to the 50-day EMA. Let's go. Hopefully that also puts the QQQ back into the range breakout, which it did, and we're going to help us out on our multiple positions. So I'm going to move on from these. Someone was talking about Tesla in the chat. Wow, nice move on Tesla back to 1140 from 1123. Obviously, if you caught the 1130 move, it kind of would have burned you out because, it kind of gave you 30 cents directional move here and there and all over the place. So not sure how you would have traded it. Tesla really scary, but glad to see people are making money on it today. I had a decent short, which I didn't manage properly, so I'm still upset about that.
Prad, Ford is at high of the day. A lot of people talk about Ford.
Really,
I know
damn.
you guys were trading it. Great positive day for Ford, up more than 10%.
Damn, okay, yeah, Ford, 10% on Ford. Sheesh. Can I get just sheeshes in chat? Just yesterday we were at what, $21, $22. Today we're at almost $24. We did get a breakout of 24, slightly to 24.02. This stock is so strong right now, man. Ford, absolute beauty. I don't know if Randy's still invested in it, but if he's not, he's gonna be upset because this is absolute beauty of a move. What a stock, what a company. I think what's it called? Did they say they're going to start accepting pre-orders again or something along those lines for their electric trucks? So if that's going to start happening and the demand starts ramping up on Ford, more money in their pocket, not only gas, but also electric and any other avenues that they can bring in money. So boom, sheesh, any sound effects that you can put into the moon, ripping, whatever that you want to add in, and just add in those sound effects because this is absolute beauty to watch Ford. Henry Ford, the boss dem, moved to the north side. I'm just going to take more profit targets to the north over here because obviously I don't want to give back my money and we just want to realize some profits. And the rest of the shares, we'll hold on to it and see if we can turn the stock into our biggest winner, take it back to at least 145 or so. Looking at QQQ at the moment. Oh, not QQQB. QQQ. Rip into VWAP, or not VWAP, 50-day EMA. My
But
God,
Carlos
Tesla
on the chat
rippies.
says that my mic is too low and it seems like I'm coming through your mic. So guys, let's do mic check and write in the comments if you can hear me. Mic check, 1, 2, 3.
Mic check, mic check, mic check. PayPal climbing, PYPL. Did I close my whole AMD trade? Well, that's great. That's great. I just fat fingered my whole AMD trade and I got out. So that's absolutely great. And now AMD is actually going to rip to 145 and I'm going to be very happy watching that, aren't I? PayPal. Okay, PayPal is going to 188 right now to the downside. Well, it did go to 188. We're currently at 190. So nice little move on PayPal off those lows. We did break the 50-day EMA as well. Where's my market? So market's going up. PayPal's going up. Good to notice. But overall, though, down on the day. We're currently down 2.5%. Not sure if we're gonna reclaim all the way back to the 196 levels where we opened at. We opened at exactly 196. Wow. Okay. So not sure if we're gonna be able to reclaim any of that. But right now on PayPal, we're trying to see if we can get back above 190 and stay there, which if we do, I'm going to be very happy for, because on a green day it's going to be good for PayPal to get back to the north side and even if we do flush to the downside, I think PayPal doesn't flush too far under 188, I believe was the low. or 180. Yeah, what is this? 179. So 180 actually, not 188. 170 to 178 as the low, I believe, would be good. Prad stocks will climb back to VWAP. Oh yeah, I don't doubt it. I just fat fingered my AMD trade and I got out of the whole thing. I thought I threw out an exit for just a little of my size, but apparently I threw it out for all of my size and I got out. So I don't know what to do. At this point, I'm basically flat on the trade on the day. I was pretty much, it was my biggest loser into turning it to flat on the day. Now I don't know if I want to get back in. You know, probably getting back in would be the right idea, and you risk just the break of 143 maybe. And then if it does dip back under 143, you maybe get back in around 142 or 141. So no, you know, the idea is still there, but I don't really want to be taking it in the middle of the range of where I already messed up my trade. So my trade's done. I'll take my win in the way that it was given to me, and I'll try to not make mistakes in the future. But for you guys, whoever is in this long, you know, the chances the stock goes to VWAP is still there as long as the market keeps on going higher. But yeah, thank you for you know, giving me the hopes to get back in at least.
Prad food has arrived. I can smell it. And guys, ta-da-da-da, for lunch we have chicken and sausage jambalaya. Interesting mix, chicken and sausage.
I'll try it. Please check NIO. Let's go NIO. So NIO right now looks like it did bounce off of $31 on the downside and make a retracement towards the VWAP. We're trying to. Currently just broke the 50-day EMA. We broke out of the pattern that we were consolidating at sideways over here a little bit. We just broke out of the high over here off that range. Looking to go back to maybe the 100-day EMA and then even break out of that, obviously. And then the next one would be your VWAP test. So looking for $32 tested on NIO. Yesterday, if you guys remember, was it yesterday or the day before that or the day before that? Yeah, this day over here. What day was this? On the 30th of December or the 31st? That was the 30th of December. We got a nasty move on NIO to the north side and then consolidated on the 31st. And then yesterday, we got another decent move off a dip buy location over here around 32 bucks. So the fact that we're back to 31 or so, slightly under 32 where we ripped from, my guess is, you know, we probably turned that number into a resistance on NIO. So look for a move to 32 and then probably rejection, which has multiple reasons for it to be rejected from there, which is your VWAP and this low over here that we bounced off of to the north side. Trader P, what do you think of AVCT? I've got multiple day trades from it now and I'm going. Why is this bugging me so much? It feels like there's still a speck of hair in my thing, but it's not. So AVCT, 11 million shares traded today, 2.5% to the downside, holding up in front of $2.42. You got multiple day trades from it. Well, you know, that's amazing, but I personally don't really see a trade right now. Maybe you can try for a long over here to VWAP or so. Because the stock did manage to come back to pre-market lows after dipping slightly under pre-market lows. Makes sense, but you know, where would your stop be? I would put my stop at the low a day, which is basically around 10 cents from the entry over here. So if my possible reward is 10 cents and my risk is 10 cents, that's not the type of trades I like taking. So it's not for me, but you know, it would make sense if volume picks back up. There is a chance we go there, but the trade's just not for me, at least. A couple of trades you could have taken off the day trade would be something as a pre-market break open, your 5-minute range breakout, your 15-minute range breakouts, or even your consolidation range breakout to the downside over here, which is basically a short trade. And I don't really see a trade right now for myself, at least. Miss V sent out a vote. Let's see what this vote is. Do you think Tesla will close above or below 1180?
What did you vote for?
I think I'm going to have to vote for below, Miss V, because that's where I shorted it.
All right, good luck to you. I can see Tesla go back all the way to the upside by the close. Anyways, I voted for above. I just want Tesla to go back to 1200, to be honest with you. And
yeah.
Guys, Lucas kindly increased volume for my microphone, so now it should be better. Thank you so much for all your feedbacks.
Awesome. So looks like AMD is indeed holding up at those 143 so far, and really attempting to climb up with the Nasdaq market. So really upset. It's also the 50-day EMA. Really upset that I fat fingered the exit over there, the order type at least, and I'm happy for you guys. However, let's go check out AMD's sister Nvidia. Nvidia looking to curl back to the downside over here at the 50-day EMA. So maybe if market's gonna curl, I think Nvidia wants to curl, not Nvidia. Nasdaq wants to curl back to the downside. If that happens, then maybe AMD. I don't have to cry about my exit too much. So Nvidia over here currently at 287.38 or so. The low of the day 283.49. Looking to see if we can reclaim all the way back to VWAP on these bad boys. Your chip makers have had a lot of strength, at least for this week to start off with. There was a lot of positive catalysts, a lot of positive news on the market for chip makers. So I'm looking for them to find some sort of a retracement back tomorrow at least, if market shows some green side. But right now we're struggling. Looks like QQQ is going to start actually take off to the north side right now after making that little curl, and that's probably going to help these stocks, your Apple, your Nasdaqs, or your Nvidias and your Teslas rip to the north side. Apple actually not ripping for some reason, and stuck around 179, 180. Not sure what Apple wants to do and why it's lagging behind a little bit, but obviously it is. CERN. Why are you guys looking at CERN? Okay. Let me talk about CERN, I guess. So I was shorting the crap out of CERN today, and I'm very upset because the amount of shares that I had. If I just held half of my bag for this move today, I think CERN would. Well, CERN is my #1 stock on the day, but this would just be absolute killer of my short. Even now, I don't know why I'm not taking any of these entries over here. Mainly because I think CERN, if it pops, it could really pop back up. But look at those shorts. Beautiful. My best trade for multiple days now. I absolutely love these setups. Not sure if we're gonna get a pop today back to 93, but if we do, I'm just loading the bag on those shorts. PSTV. So PSTV, I believe, is on our watch list and should be #1 volume leader. No, #2. So Ford is the #1 volume leader today. Look at that. So Ford, HOTH actually, the halter, the #1 volume leader. Ford right after that, and then PSTV. But Ford is the #1 volume leader on our watch list over here. And Miss V can throw the link in for you guys for where to get access to that watch list for those of you who don't know. So PSTV today did have a rip off pre-market from yesterday's close all the way up to $2.16, but we pretty much gave back all that move since the open, and are trying to find support in the pre-market low areas around $1.50, $1.40 area or so. Looking for a volume spike to come in later in the day and may take the stock back to VWAP. Very good risk to reward of a trade if you ask me. You know, you're risking about 10-15 cents to the downside maybe, and then you're probably getting 20-30 cents to the upside. So if that does end up being a good trade, and the probability ends up working out, then I enjoyed the trade over here taking PSTV. But obviously you guys know me, I don't really trade low floats. I try to stay away from them as far as I can, because the big money can really trap retail traders over here, especially if you don't know what the stock is doing or what the company does, or blah 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 blah. There's Tesla through resistance, folks. Okay, what resistance are we talking about? Whoa, 1050. Tesla did break resistance. Looks like QQQ is really ripping right now. Let's go, QQQ. And SPYs are also ripping right now back to almost VWAP. So it looks like all of these stocks are really getting ready to move a little bit. Nvidia not really moving just yet. I think I might just push for Apple long here. So we'll push for an Apple long because QQQ is ripping, Nasdaq's ripping, SPY's ripping, AMD wants to rip maybe, Nvidia is trying to rip also. So we'll see if we can take Apple back above the 50-day EMA, all the way above the 100-day EMA, and maybe back to VWAP. Obviously, a little bit of a struggle over here for Apple near 180. Our current average being 180.14. We don't want to risk on the break of 180 to the downside. We'll get back in maybe at the lower day at 179.47 instead of adding all the way to the downside over there. So just watching Apple for a couple seconds over here. We wanted to basically follow Nasdaq to the north and and not just be lagged behind over here from the overall market, being the market leader himself.
Brad, Pinterest, Pins is down more than 8%, and it also have been downgraded by Guggenheim earlier today.
Guggenheim. Okay, where's PIN?
He's Guggenheim.
Guggenheim.
Guggenheim?
Yeah.
Do you speak German?
No, but I've heard that word before.
Guggenheim.
Yeah, I don't know what it means, but I've heard that word before.
Cool.
Guggenheim. So Pinterest. I was so interested on the way you said Guggenheim that I didn't focus on what the news was. What was the news?
Downgrade.
Downgrade. Thank you. So they got downgraded today on 8%. Sorry, they got downgraded. Hence the stock is down 8%. If you guys remember, I think it was Pinterest that PayPal was gonna buy.
I believe so.
I think it was Pinterest that PayPal was rumored to buy, and then Pinterest got a nice big bump up to the north side, and then PayPal got a nice big slap to the downside. So ever since that rumor got canceled, I believe Pinterest stood up at the highs over there for quite a bit. And now that we're coming back to reality, we're looking for those downgrades to come in and push the stock back to the downside, and hence here we are, almost back to actually the 10%. 10% mark on the low. So okay, I gotta go look at Apple over here. I said I'd get out if it cracks 180 to the downside. I'm looking at your Nasdaq and your SPYs. Come on, Apple. Why are you not really ripping today? It doesn't make any sense. Low day being 179.47. I said I'm not gonna add all the way down, so instead of adding all the way down, I'm just gonna do the appropriate thing, which is let the stock play around, do its thing, and give it the appropriate risk that it needs all the way to the lower day. While the Nasdaq and the QQQs were crashing, Apple didn't really go way far to the downside, and while Nasdaq and SPYs are moving right now, Apple's kind of stuck over here. So instead of adding all the way to the downside, and instead of kicking myself out over here, I'll do the right thing, which is risk all the way to the lower day for 50-cent risk for a possible dollar move to the north side. So 1 hour at least possible chance over here.
How again you say that? Guggenheim?
Guggenheim.
Guggenheim. It's a museum.
Museum?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe that's where I've heard it.
Maybe. Cool.
I don't know where I've heard it. Maybe movies, TV shows.
A second of education in
Yeah.
here. If you've been in this museum, write us your review. Maybe we should visit this.
It was in Germany?
No, it's in the US.
US.
Yes.
Oh. Okay. Do you know what kind of museum it is?
Architectural, people say.
Ooh.
An art museum.
Art museum. Okay, maybe not as fun for me
New
then.
York.
Architecture's fun for me.
New York.
New York. Google University. Okay. AI, C3 AI. Let's go check out C3 AI making a nice bounce off those lows. I know you guys were looking for a long over here on the stock quite a bit. And I mentioned the risk to reward on the stock was pretty good if you're looking for that move. So if anyone took it, congratulations. Now almost back to VWAP, just slightly under the 100-day EMA. I think it is possible that we move all the way back to VWAP. Something that is coming down right now while we're talking about it is QQQ and your SPY. So we're looking for QQQ to maybe it's not come down, so that way our Apple doesn't break us out or break it down and stop us out. PSTV, run, bless. Okay, let's go check out PSTV. Oh, PSTV, no, that's QQQ. PSTV, as mentioned, you know, if you're giving it 50 cents risk to the downside, you can get maybe 20 cent risk to the upside. So if you are long right now, you're waiting for a volume spike to come in, maybe later on in the day or so, that volume spike to come in and help you out for that position over here. But at the moment, a little hands off on me. I wanted to show you QQQ before I pulled up PSTV. So QQQ over here now starting to curl back to the downside. We're looking for support to come in around 395 or slightly below 50-day EMA, so we can go back to VWAP. And for SPYs, we're at the 100-day EMA and looking for them to just do their thing between the 100 and the 50, and then maybe go back to VWAP. But flat on the day right now, absolute flat, positive, I guess. So good thing to notice on that for the SPYs. Brad starter on Roblox, RBLX. Let's go check out Roblox at the moment. Roblox going back to the lower day. I need to go check on my charts to see if I have any levels for Roblox on the lows. So Roblox actually at the absolute bottom over here where I would have probably pushed a long in. So looking to see if there is a potential move back to VWAP maybe later on in the day trade for me based off of these lines over here. So we're pretty much on November 10th low for the stock, which is 93.13. Today the low of day being 92.93. You know, we're just trying to see if we can basically look for a scalp long off of that lower day area. But look at the rejection of the 50-day EMA. We're looking at lower lows and lower highs pattern. So there is a possibility that if the market goes for another leg down, Roblox could really break down even more and fill that gap. And that gap is all the way till 80 bucks or so, or even 82 bucks. I'm not sure how you would look at a gap. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to look at the gap at the last candle. So if that's the case, then, you know, 78 bucks, 80 bucks for the gap fill to the downside. Or you can just look at this range high over here around 85 bucks or 87 bucks or so for today if that crack does happen. So I'd be careful for make sure you have a stop out at the end of the day if you're looking for a long on Roblox. Where we going to short stocks with high PE ratio. Good call. SPY rejecting at 478 AM. Let's go check out SPY. So 478 indeed, good call out. We're looking like slightly above the 100-day EMAs where the rejection is coming in, but we're also finding buyers punching slightly above the 50-day EMA too. So we just want buyers to come in on the ETFs or on the overall markets, wherever the buyers want to show themselves at. Let's go look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA kind of stuck at the 50-day EMA. And what is AMD doing? We haven't looked at AMD for quite a bit now. So, you know, AMD did try to go higher, but looks like the weakness in the market or the little down move in the market brought it down over here to 142.50. Let's see if AMD can manage to get back above to 145 at some point today. I think if we do get back to 145, we just see rejection, at least in my mind.
Prad, can we pull up T stock, AT&T? There are actually some news on Icon, thanks to viewers bringing this up. AT&T teams exclusively with NVIDIA to give gamers a 5G boost with GeForce Now offer.
As soon as you said gamer, my head just turned so quick. Okay, so that's awesome. Let's go AT&T. I'm the biggest bull on AT&T now that you can ever find. AT&T, best stock in the world. Next $3 trillion company, AT&T. Forget Apple. Nobody even cares about Apple. And okay, all jokes aside, AT&T, that is great news to see that they want to do that for gamers. You know, gamers have been struggling for internet issues for so long, especially in Canada. You know, Canada is known for outrageous prices for ridiculous packages. And I still have to fight with my dad to like stop paying Rogers and let's move on. And he's like, no, we're gonna stick with Rogers because Rogers is a monopoly king and whatnot. And I just don't get the idea. So good job on AT&T over there trying to help us out. And I actually think some of this pressure from AT&T is coming from Starlink and Elon Musk. So I think Elon Musk is trying to change the game over there with Starlink. I'm waiting for Starlink myself, and whenever that comes in Canada, I'll probably be the first one to switch, obviously. So AT&T, let's see what the chart's looking like today with that positive catalyst from Icon Terminal. 1.5% up today, and still looking to keep on ripping north side. So right now, the high day being 25.86. We're just 3 cents short of high a day. Looks like we could go test it again very soon, and especially if NASDAQ could stop coming to the downside, there is a chance that AT&T could take it out in the next few minutes. Apple's getting ready to maybe stop me out over here, coming back to the lower day. NASDAQ actually starting to come down right now along with the SPY, so we'll see what happens. I'll just throw my stop out so I won't have to worry about it, just in case it does slip to the downside. Then I don't want to be caught in the slippage, so we'll do that. What's the lower day? 4.7, so we'll just do 4.4. And how much size do I have? I believe I have that much. I do. Awesome. Please don't stop me out. Thank you. Okay. Are you using 50? What?
Are you using
No,
one?
I'm looking at Neil's message at the moment. I think Neil probably has a very valid point about me using these EMAs on the 1 minute. A firm new low a day. Really, man, this is why I said I don't want to be really looking for a longs on this just yet. It kind of, bothers me. Look at retweets. Let's also open this one up over here. Oh, no, I'm not logged in. Let's close that. And let's open it up over here instead. And then we'll talk about it in a second or two. So Affirm, as you guys remember, I'm very worried about this position. I don't know what's gonna happen with the future of Affirm. Currently, I think we're about to go fill that gap over here. I don't know if we're gonna go to $70 today. Obviously, there's a chance we go to $80 for the first bounce on Affirm, but there is a gap fill to be played to $70 or $60 or so if that gap fill ends up playing. So today, maybe $80 can give us a bounce long on Affirm, but until then, I'm gonna be very hands off. And you guys know how much I love trading Affirm. So for someone like me to be hands off on it, that's a big indication in my mind. Palantir isn't moving. Let's go check out Palantir. Palantir back to $18. I guess it did give you a move to 18.10, right? It did give you the move to the 100-day EMA on the 1 minute, and we're trying to see if we can go. I got a bit hungry. This guy ate my food, yeah. We'll see. So we'll see Palantir. If can get back to the EMA, sorry, not EMA, if VWAP, if we can actually manage to get back to the VWAP or not is the main question right now. $18 should have support if you pull it up on the daily, as mentioned earlier. Sorry, I was pulling on my sock. I hate the feeling of loose socks. So over here, Palantir, if you look up on the daily, look at the number of times we bounced off of 18. I don't even want to count the days over here because it's like probably 2 weeks so far on just bouncing off of 18. And look at the size right now on 18 also, trying to hold up the stock at that price.
Prad, I know we already were talking about Ford, but people really interested in that name, especially today. And it's going back to that 24, 23 level. Wonder if it's going to break to the upside.
What is this stock, yo? What the? This stock is absolutely nuts. All you had to do was go long off the open, pre-market high break, and just never look back and just come back at 4 o'clock and probably close at the high of day. Absolute nutty.
It was me.
Sorry, Miss V?
It was me all the time.
What was me?
My face.
So here we go. We're still getting ready to keep on going higher. So much liquidity, so much volume, so much trading happening on Ford. Not sure why I haven't made a single trade on this. Obviously, so far, 11% to the north side. It's absolute beauty today. I have no other words for this stock. To be honest, I don't know if any of these levels to the high side will be useful, because if you pull it up on the yearly, we're at the 52-week high. So, you really have to pull back God knows how long over here to see any levels on how long is it ago? This is 2001 for Ford. So we're now coming back to 2001 levels for Ford and testing around these prices. So absolute beauty of a stock today. 10%, so 11%. If rejection doesn't come in around $25, $24, then I think we're about to go see 37 in the next in this year. I sold out of my position yesterday. Well, as long as you made money, Jeff D's, with your 15 screen setup, that's all that matters, my friend. Absolute beauty of a setup there. For anyone who's not on our Discord, you need to go sign up on our Discord to go look at Jeff D's setup. Absolute beauty of a battle station. Let's go check out the boys' sticky note. Here we go. So he's talking about, is this today?
The first one.
Yeah. Today's January 4th, right?
Yes.
Yeah, awesome. So CCL looks like a good break. Ford, we had this yesterday as a breakout above 21. Let's continue the long. And he just took that long and just rode it north side all the way. AMC and NIO. So we'll cover CCL, AMC, NIO over here. Look at this, man. It's still ripping. Absolute beauty. CCL, I know our travel stocks were on our watch list today. Let's go check out how the travel stocks did today. Again, another day in the positive. So that flush down that we got from the the CDC news kind of washed away completely, and you know, market did not care about it too much, and we're basically back into the positives yesterday and today. So good to see CCL kind of reclaiming that. Let's go check out what AMC is doing today. AMC now down almost 666%. Let me see that 666. It almost gave me 666. Gave me 667. Almost gave me my 666 number. So today there we go. Never miss a day, never miss an opportunity, always on time. Right when I pull up a stock, they give it to me. They give me what I want. Good to see that. I think I'm about to get stopped out on my Apple right now. So let's quickly pull up Apple. There we go. Apple stopped me out. Looks like Apple could go lower to the downside right now. 179.40 got taken out, and that's where my stop was. Apple now the biggest loser of my day. Grrr. But we'll find a way to turn this back around. We'll look for a new dip to catch on Apple. Let's see where the lows could be. 1 day, go to 5 days actually, and then see where consolidation around yesterday was. 179.65 was volume point of control, and the low over here was flat 179, and then maybe even 178. Not sure we see 178 today. Keeping an eye on the market, keeping an eye on Apple for a quick second. Low a day being 173. I'll throw an order out at 179.10 to see if they give me any shares. If they do, then we'll risk the break of 179 and we'll get back long.
Well, yeah, so far it's an exciting day full of great opportunities, guys, and this is the time, perfect and the best time of the day, like o'clock. Team, please, now literally perfect time for you to give us your like. If you just joined us, please make sure you like this video, or if you forgot, or if you didn't know when better to do this, do it right now again. All we want you to do is to go under the video and click this button, turn it black and to the upside. Yesterday we got, I believe, 1,300 likes, which is super great. So guys, let's keep it up and bring those likes up.
Bring it up, bring it up. That's nice. 1,300 likes yesterday. QQQ, but going back to the lower day over here. What is the lower day? 393.83. Expecting for a bounce off of the lower day over there on QQQ. Going back to SPYs at the moment. Where's the SPYs at? SPYs also coming to the downside. Where's the lower day on SPYs? 476.42. So looking for support maybe around 477. If 477 doesn't hold up on the SPYs, then obviously lower day coming in. And if that ends up happening, then QQQs are probably going to crack the lower day, because we're going to be a lower day on QQQs before SPYs end up being on the lower day at this rate. And you know, the tech sector just absolute destruction today. AMD coming back to almost lower days right now. 141 being the absolute bottom, and we're 80 cents, 70 cents short of that. I'm going back to my Apple over here because I'm trying to see if they're going to give me any long. Where's my entry? 171.10. Sorry, 179.10. So we're trying to see if we can get any fills on the down move over here on Apple, just short off of 179, to see if we can risk about 20 to 30 cents on the break of 179 and ride the stock back up north to 180 or even higher. Awesome. Roblox, you missed it. It just passed down 666. That's funny. All right. Oracle is up. ORCL. Let's go check out ORCL on New York. Yes, on New York with 5 million shares traded today on Oracle. Looks like I'm gonna have to quickly actually jump back on Apple over here to see what Apple wants to do. Noticing on the market, we're just gonna probably have to take this fill over here to see if we can take it back. So 179.20 being the lower day right now. We're gonna watch it for a quick second or two, and then we're gonna keep our wrist tight on Apple to see if we can take this ride back up, because I think QQQs and NASDAQ might have just started to curl. So SPYs are at 4780 on ES futures, and NASDAQ is at 16190.
Prad in chat helped us to find a positive name on the tax side. Oracle is up 0.85%.
Yeah, so Oracle, I think I was just trying to pull up Oracle, but I got distracted by Apple over here. Oracle, so 5 million shares traded. getting ready to see if we can test VWAP one more time, but rejection coming in slightly before VWAP, obviously, and are on the down move right now with the overall market. Looks like, actually no, like I said, market's moving north along with my Apple right now, and getting ready to not be a loser anymore. So let's go Apple, get back into the positive territory, go back to the 180s as we want you to right now, and all the way back north. Oracle though, getting rejected by the 50-day EMA, up 0.8% with 49 million shares traded today. Not bad at all in Oracle for 49 million shares, well, for an $89 stock. You know, a lot of stocks that are usually $89 and don't have a reason to be no real catalyst, don't really have that kind of volume. I'm trying to see if Oracle is on the volume leader at any point, and I don't really see it. That's strange. Yeah, that's pretty strange.
Prad,
Yeah,
Ford is on fire today, and I see people ask on the chat how Sean is trading Ford today, so let's throw it all the way to Sean.
Let's do it.
No.
Yo, what's up? What's up, Mr. Steal Your Girl? Hope everything's going good today on your side. Look, Ford was very, very simple today, Valeriia, and actually the more important thing is that not the note that we talked about Ford, but it's like right here, what I tweeted out at 8 a.m. this morning. Ford breakout was amazing. We were already long in the pre-market, right? And so when you look at that, and then you know, we took the long right here. It was already above 22. It came back in for some reason right off the open, back down to 22.50. And I'm just holding this. I mean, there's not much else for me to trade. We've been taking some hits, obviously, on some of the tech names today. So we're just gonna hold Ford all the way up. I mean, I don't even have any targets. This is 25-year highs right now for Ford, up 10+%. I mean, if I wanted to get out of this right now, we're in the money at $1.70. Maybe on a 24 break back to the downside, that could be something that I'd look at. But honestly, Ford just continues to rock and roll here. Don't really have too many targets, but now that I look at it, maybe we do take this out on a 24 break. So that could be something to look at there. Someone mentioned that Palantir's not moving. Agreed. But look what's happening down here there, Trader Brad. Buy. Look at all of these buys and all of these outs. So although Palantir today not moving that well, doesn't mean there's not opportunities to make a lot of money. We bought 1, 2, 3 times now at 95. The last time our best outs were 18.10. So, you know, we're just trying to let this thing ride a little bit here. If the market wants to come back to the upside, we do have some Palantir love to get into here. Another name that we've been struggling with today, but was able to make a little bit back here, was Facebook. The market started to rip up. So that's that last try and out. That's like 30 cents quickly on a 333 break. But then when it broke back above 333, we took the long. First out there, 90, then $1.70, and then we're long. Where am I long right now? 33.60. That was a 335.60 out. So $2. So like 50 cents, $1, $2 wins there on Facebook, but we're all coming back in. Watch out for more dropouts. But great show today. I can't believe some of these names, man. I don't know if you've been talking about Affirm, but wow, you want to talk about buy now, pay never. That's what it was. It's buy now, pay never. Affirm. Don't like this company. Don't like this right now. All the way to the depth of hell goes Affirm. Look, with interest rates possibly going up, these guys are going to be on hook for when people don't wind up paying for said goods, right? So you got to watch out for that. I think the credit market is still fine, but you're going to see stocks like MasterCard. I mean, look at AXP, right? Another name that I wish I was in. An absolute monster. The traditional finance plays, absolute monsters over the last little while. Look at American Express, bottom 150, taking out 173 today. Talk about a completely opposite chart of Affirm, right? And so some of these names continue to work. I may get into Affirm at some point. I'm not in it. You know, obviously missed that move up, but I just stay clear from that. Like when I saw someone on the chat say it was breaking 90, I was like, what? And then right now it's down to 82. So yeah, Affirm today, definitely put in the penalty box. But on that note, and again, I'll throw it back in a second, Neil brought this to my attention too today. ARC down 7% today, was down 7% or 6% at its lows. So another name here, you know, a lot of these new names, new finance, new medical, things like that starting to get hit a little bit here. Oh yeah, and look what's working again. Palantir long off that bottom, right? We're long here 95, working again up through O's, hopefully. We take out for 5 cents and then just keep on rinsing and repeating this trade. So far so good on this side. Keep up the good work over there, guys.
Thank you, sir. Watching the SPY futures right now, or ES, sorry. So they're holding up at 47.80 as I want them to, but I don't want a lower low with the lower high or so. So maybe keep on going higher, and all the way back to VWAP is what we're looking for in the market, and Nasdaq kind of doing something similar, trying to pull my chart all the way here. So here we go, Nasdaq finding a high actually before the previous low. So that's a low before the previous low, so a higher low basically is what I'm trying to say. We want that to now go take out the previous high in that range over there on QQQs, and hopefully that would help us out on our longs, which is basically Apple. Let me just do this over here, summary dialog, link to chart 1, apply. So there we go, Apple. We added on the breakout over here to the north a little bit, but it's still holding the trend line. If you're basically drawing a trend line, it's just holding that trend line. We're waiting for this trend line break north, and right up the stock all the way up to the 100, or even the VWAP. MRNA shorts. Ooh, we actually that short off MRNA off open was absolutely beautiful, around 240. Stock drops to what, $225 or so. But now the trend that everyone is so used to, which is if market goes up, mRNA and vaccine players go down. If market goes down, your vaccine players go up. So a little bit surprises to see though off the open. Both of them were going down, even though mRNA made a little bit of a move up. This down move over here was at the same time the market was coming off, so I was pretty surprised seeing that. But now, as you guys can see, as market was basically still going to the downside, mRNA decided to stop crashing and found bids almost back to the high a day over here at 239 or so. We'll see if it can actually manage to get all the way to high a day and take it out, maybe even get to 240, at which point I'm looking for another opportunity to get short. Well, not another, but I'm looking for my opportunity to get short, which I basically missed out off the open. I was waiting for around 240, 239.50 or so, but never had my chance to get that fill since the stock turned around at 239.43 instead. What about Affirm? Any opinion? Yeah, very similar to what Sean actually said there. If interest rates go up, which they're very likely to do so, and people are not already paying. People are already not paying. We had a couple documents and a couple reports saying that, reports saying that, and then we're waiting for just that continuation of that bearish news about people buy now, pay never kind of situation acting onto the overall stocks that are, these Affirms and your Amexes and your Visas and your MasterCards. Obviously, your Visa, MasterCard, and your Amex have a way better insurance policy, way better package, and just have been in the business for much longer and can withstand the drawdown. But Affirm, I don't think they can withstand too big of a drawdown, even though they have a partnership with Amazon. So my bearishness or my bullishness on Affirm kind of stopped there after they broke 100, and they stopped, actually not even 100, around 120, and they stopped reclaiming 120. So we've been waiting for them to basically do that, and they've not been doing that. Going to Apple up almost 50 cents in the money for us on our position. Still debating if I want to take my profit. We did get the breakout of the trend that we were talking about. SPY is getting ready to take out the high of that range that we were also previously mentioning, and same with Nasdaq. So as long as Apple can rip over here, hopefully we can put Apple into the number one position of the day. Currently, it was the number one losing position of the day, and we're flat on the stock right now if you count the unrealized. So we're just waiting for it to reclaim some of these levels that we wanted to around 180.50. Let's see how the stock behaves at 180.50, and actually based on that, I'm going to throw out a profit for 180.45 for at least a quarter of my bag, and see if we can take out the rest of the bag above that, near 181 or so. Very happy to see Apple actually working out, although we did get stopped out over here. I'm happy with my decision to get back in it and then risk about the same amount on the second try. Look at QQQ right now, finding bids off those 394 bottoms, almost back to, what is this, 396, I guess. We want 396 to break out and go higher. And for SPYs, SPY's already taking out the highs over there and breaking out above the 100. So we're looking like we might just be able to get a nice long. Let's go check out what GME and AMC are doing today. I know GMC broke 150 to the downside off the open, and there was only 150,000 shares trading at that moment. So I decided I'm not gonna take that breakout, and I gotta beat myself up a little bit because that trade was pretty much dropped to $143. But if looking at it, it wasn't the cleanest. You know, it kind of whipsawed a little bit. I would have had to give it at least $1 or $2 risk, and GME. You know, at the end of the day, down 5% right now, all the way to 143 or so, where I found some buyers. And AMC dropped to about $24.64, and it's trying to see if we can do something similar to GME, which has come back to almost close to VWAP, not truly VWAP, but close to it. Miss V?
Prad, you were mentioned that a SPY there, so let's take a look at S&P 500 index heat map.
For sure.
Alrighty, guys. All right, it's flat, down 0.12%. Let's see what it does by sector. Financial sector is doing great today. All banks are having a positive day. Software, semiconductors, technology sector is mixed, mostly negative. Adobe is down more than 3%. Microsoft is down 2.23%. AMD is down 5.5%. Nvidia is down 4.85%. What else interesting we can see here? Apple is down 1.44%. Airlines and cruise lines are positive on the day. Love is up almost 2%. NCLH, CCL is up more than 1%. Retailers are mixed. Etsy is at the bottom, down more than 6%. eBay is down 2.75%. Auto sector is doing great thanks to Ford, up more than 11%. General Motors is up 6.67%. Tesla, after yesterday's crazy move to the upside, down more than 4%. Healthcare and pharmaceuticals are mostly negative today, guys. I don't see Moderna in here. Regeneron is down more than 1%. Oxygen, though, is up 0.77%. Energy sector is very positive today. Oxy is up almost 8%. And media sector is mixed. Twitter is down almost 5%. Facebook is down 1.47%. So pretty flat and mixed.
I think Sean wanted to talk to the viewers over here whenever you're ready, Miss V.
Let's go.
Yo, what's up? Yeah, great coverage there, Miss V. Whoa. Okay, so they don't see that? All right, so I just want to talk quickly here on Palantir. I saw someone in the chat after I just came on and said, like, that's not any way to sort of trade any of these names. And I agree. I mean, if you don't have the software or the abilities to be buying back in like over and over again and to make calls like this on a stock like Palantir, then you're not going to be able to. But for me, I mean, I don't take it personally. I mean, I take some things personally, but ultimately all that really matters is, oh, I'm trying to hit the thing, dropping down some money here, because all we're really doing is buying these 95s and we just keep getting out every single time it pops. We know the market, man, is not strong today. I mean, that goes without saying. If it does pop now, you know, this is now the third time doing this. So again, you know, triple bottoms, maybe it's just made that bottom. I think now we can afford to hold on. We've just rinsed and repeat this. Now one time, that's not really it, but you know, one time, two times, three times right now. And now let's hold and see if we can get a little bump up here in Palantir for the rest of the afternoon, back up to VWAP around like, I mean, honestly, if we can get up to 1810 right here, then I think that's worth getting out probably half of this position and then letting the last half go. So just to let you know, we're out of about 20% right here, and now we'll see if it can go back up to the upside. But it just goes to show, we said this yesterday, you got to stay in your lane and you got to trade sort of the way that you trade. And this is how we've been trading Palantir. We had a monster runner yesterday when it came back down to 18 and then just shot right back up. Today, let's see if it's in the cards, but Palantir being held down today, so watch out. If this market doesn't go, then I'm really happy with what we've been doing here. So I just want to give that back to you, and that, you know, there's plenty of ways to skin a cat, and you just have to do what's comfortable for you. So I'm just gonna sit here, honestly, enjoy the coffee, talk to Neil here, listen to some music right now, and you know, continue to trade. So that's what I'm doing right now on Palantir. And again, looking at Ford, we have $2 in the money. And I'm just looking at some tweets, man. Thank you so much. People talked about, when I talked today about the market on open and balance, that Ford probably pulls back here. What's up, Randy? Ford pulls back here off open. It does exactly that. We reload. And now Ford, guys, up 12% today and still climbing. So really like this trade. Don't really have any ideas to get out. Maybe if we do anything, it's at like this 24.10 area. But Ford continues to work over here.
Thank you, Sean and Prad. I have a question from the chat from Harry Potter. I have a question. If the pre-launch move is up or down, at the opening of the market, do you come with bias according to the move of pre-launch? Pre-launch, I believe it's pre-market. So basically, if in the pre-market stock has, for example, downtrend, at the open, are you looking for the same trend, or you honestly look at other things?
I think that's way too like oversimplification of a setup. Obviously, like, you know, pre-market levels matter, and the way that a stock trades in pre-market matter. But I think just using your the way that a stock traded in pre-market to help you alone, I don't think is enough. You know, obviously, if you guys watch Sean, Neil, myself even, we also always try to look for other reasons to take a trade along with just pre-market breakouts. You know. It also depends on the pre-market range itself. If the pre-market range was really ridiculous, okay, I'll show you with an example actually. I think because that's gonna be way better. So for example, Roblox today, look at this pre-market range which was so tight. So that tight pre-market range is gonna probably give me a setup of a breakout short or a breakout long, and then you take a nice little pre-market high breakout, pre-market short breakout. But let's say the pre-market range was something like this, right? And then I can't really, I don't really want to be taking a pre-market range breakout, but instead what I would do is maybe short the high of the pre-market if the stock was basically retracing from lows all the way into pre-market highs, or use yesterday's lows or yesterday's highs, use other chart areas, use other technical analysis like supports, resistances, trend lines to help me support my setup. But just using pre-market range alone could be useful in certain areas, like for example Roblox over here, but on certain areas it won't be absolutely useless for you. So it really depends on your setup, type of method you're trading, and overall idea of your stock.
Great advice, Prad. Thank you very much. And as you said, even like sometimes stock can fill that gap with the previous close, and at the open just spike to the upside, reaping, right? So it's a little bit more than only pre-market moving. And I don't know, but like I feel like even pre-market trading a little bit more dangerous than
yeah, for sure. You know, there's not enough volume in pre-market sometimes. I actually I feel like I'm somewhat of an experienced trader now with 2 years or so. But even then, I come in, I don't make a single execution before 9:30.
Right.
Like I sit here, I wait for the stocks to open, and we know we have a certain indicator that tells us the stock's open. It's basically the imbalance locator and whatnot. And I'm sitting there till 9:30. I watch Miss V come from Brandon's area, or her and his area now, and watch her ring the bell. And after her ringing the bell is when I'm actually looking at the stocks to move, because I'm not ready to make a trade before 9:30. Granted, if there is a stock doing a lot of volume in pre-market and that volume continues off into the open, then great. But if you're looking to make trades, for example, Roblox in pre-market, which probably did less than 100,000 shares, I'm not making a trade in pre-market. But in a tight range like that, yeah, maybe you can make a trade out of it. And you know that when Roblox opens, there's gonna be enough liquidity for you to get out and so on. But you don't want to be pushing trades in you know, your low floats with no volume in pre-market, because what is the chance of them actually having volume off the open and you get stuck in there? 666 likes? No way. I have to go like it right now. No, it's not there yet. You lied to me.
Soon. Thank you for bringing it up though, and yes, Prad, thank you very much for sharing. Me personally also too, now I don't start trading until the stock opens and I can see the actual direction. But here is the video I'm gonna send right now on the chat. It's sent. Pros and cons of pre-market trading and some tips on how to, if you want to, and how you can improve your pre-market trading and general information. So guys, make sure to watch that educational video.
Thank you, Miss V. So going back
6 more
to
likes.
6 more likes. I already hit the like button, so somebody else can have the 666 button today. I'll come for it tomorrow, though. So Apple over here, I did take my profit target. I had my initial profit target at 180.45, but after watching constant rejection of 180.20, I decided to throw my target there, which got filled. Now we're just waiting for Apple to do Apple things again, and SPY's kind of double topped over here at the highs. So not really sure if we're gonna keep going to the back to the highs, back to VWAP or so on Apple, but you know, still sticking to my trade over here a little bit. I would like for it to rip, but at the moment, if I do close my trade, I'll still end positive on the trade after turning one of my biggest losers, which was Apple, back into a positive, or sorry, flat territory right now. So I'm just debating to see if we can get back into all the way to VWAP, but I don't know, like I'm saying, if it's even possible. So if I go to the SPY ETF, here's your double top around 478, and if I go to your QQQs on the Nasdaq, they made a lower high and a higher low. So looking for a breakout for the high side, but with the weakness in the market, I think if it does break out, it's probably breaking out to the low side instead. So on that note, I think I'm just gonna kick myself out of the Apple trade over here and regret it in a bit. Let's watch the tape for a second and see if anything's moving along with the market. SPY wants to indeed come to the downside. We're going to kick ourselves out of there and see if they're going to fill us. We're just going to take the fill. And they gave us half the bag. They didn't want to give us the full bag, obviously, because they're jealous. Boeing at high a day. Let's go check out Boeing. I'm going to probably regret this. I know it, but it is what it is. Decisions are made so you can regret them later on. All right. 180.75. We can cancel that one, and we can take more outplays. Okay, we're out of Apple completely, and Apple is flat on the day now. That's multiple trades that we are flat on the day for, which is sad. We have 3 trades right now on the day which are flat, and then Nvidia, which is basically flat, but our biggest loser being flat. So let's go to Nvidia real quick. Nvidia cracked so much lower off that 292 or so, or sorry, 294, where we're trying to go long. As Neil mentioned there, we should have just flipped short, gone all the way back to 283 or so. Missed out a great opportunity to the downside on Nvidia. People are talking about Roblox buy price. Roblox, I think, you know, if it does crack 92 to the downside, it has a chance to fill the gap. So I'd be a little careful if you are long, but you know, you could give it a long right now over here and basically risk almost $1.10 maybe to the downside for a potential reward of, you know, $2 to the upside if you want. But I'd be a little bit more patient maybe and get fill as close to 92 instead of, you know, just punching up over here, which is 80 cents above 92. Tesla is so big in deliveries and go up more than 13 in aftermarket. Where's Tesla at the moment? Almost back to 1160, so 1150 currently, slightly above 1150. If the stock does get back to 1180, I might try a short again, based off, because that was the short that I took off the open. We'll see if the stock does get back to 1200 today. I'll be pretty surprised if we do. And then the breakout of 1210, everyone was getting ready to take the breakout of 1210. I had the order of it, but I was very surprised to see right off the open we kind of go tickle 1210 and just timber from there. So maybe I should have shorted that instead. Missed out a great opportunity on Tesla short today over here, but I'm glad I caught this one. But at the end of the day, still paper handed this because I only took 5R. It gave me multiple R, man. Like what? I don't even want to calculate the R because it's depressing. I know I have to go home and put it in my notes of the potential R and the realized R, and it's just gonna be an absolute sad journal to be reading for you guys tonight. So speaking about journals, guys, I'm about to promise myself something, not you guys. I'm about to promise myself something, which is I'm gonna try making these journals again, and the only way you're gonna most likely have access to them is by being on our Discord. So anyone and everyone is welcome to post their journals, and if people want to post reviews too for the journals, feel free to post a review to my journal, and if you post one yours, I'll post a review to your journal too. Hopefully this way we all learn from each other's trades and so on, and get better overall. So make sure you join the Discord link, do exclamation, whoa, look at you, Miss V, I don't even need to say it. Miss V did it for you guys. So do exclamation mark Discord, join up. We can talk about pets, we can talk about music, we can talk about gaming, we can talk about stocks. We can be better friends than we already are. And
Nightbot ignoring me.
sorry,
Nightbot ignoring me.
is it?
Yeah.
How dare you, Nightbot? Don't make me come over there and beat you up.
Yeah, you see,
There you
Eric
go.
typed.
No, it's just a bit slow.
Oh, okay.
It's
I
just
thought he
maybe
ignored
somebody else
me.
used it already because it's a 5-second delay.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I thought he's ignoring.
No. There's no way Nightbot will ignore you. I'll beat up Nightbot, even though it's not a real person. I'll beat up Nightbot.
Right, Nightbot heard Prad. By the way, someone asked on the chat if Discord free. Discord is absolutely free. So guys, why not to use it? It's super fun. And you know what's also free? Our watch list. Guys, simply what you do, you go follow the link, you register. You can do it with your Google account. And here we go. Every morning, Brandon does your homework.
Sorry, Miss V. Let me do this for you. There you
your
go.
face is much more important.
No, it wasn't on your screen.
I'm kidding. All right. So in here, guys, you have a watch list starting from March 2021. It's already January of 2022. So it's very helpful. We have all the biggest movers on the day: Tesla, Apple, Ford. Crazy. Like at around 8 it was 1% to the upside. Now it's 11% to the upside. Nvidia and many more small cap names which you can take opportunities from also. So guys, make sure you add it to your bookmarks and come check it every morning, compare it with your personal watch list. Maybe it will add some confidence into your thoughts on what you want to trade, and it's absolutely free too. And you know what also free? Like button.
I wanted to show this, but I just swore in our private messages, so I'm not gonna show this.
Why?
Very childish messages over here, but it's basically me getting happy about my lunch today. If you can guess what my lunch today is gonna be. Yeah, basically. I'm just getting happy that my lunch is gonna be super chicken today. So thank you for Greg for saying that.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
You're gonna get your super chicken?
I don't know. I think he said for him and myself. So we're gonna get super chicken. Let's
Oh,
go.
that's so sweet.
Yeah.
All right, Brad. We have a. Where is Justin with my Happy Meal? Like here's.
I
you
know,
with
where
your
is
super
Justin?
Chicken. I'm pretty sure after he promised me super.
He hasn't
Happy
come into
Meal,
work a single day.
He disappeared. I'm pretty sure that's the reason
Yeah.
why he doesn't want to give me a Happy Meal. By the way, we have a. I'm just kidding. In case Justin. Looked at
No,
me.
she's not. She's not. If she is, I'm not. I want that Happy Meal toy too.
Right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be our toy. I have here a small collection of toys when you gave me Kinder Surprise. Sorry guys, in the US it's illegal having a Kinder Surprise. All right, we have a super chat from Average Guy Crypto Mining. View on shop.
Ooh, okay. So certain articles, well, not articles, sorry, I'll rephrase this because this is not anyone who calls Instagram post articles. This needs to rephrase themselves every time. So I saw an Instagram post that said the Shopify CEO is basically what's it called? Marketing himself as the anti-Bezos and the person who helped the small businesses, whereas Bezos completely destroyed small businesses and so on. And if articles like that are floating around, then Shopify probably going to be a little bit more bullish than it already is. And I'm a big fan of Shopify. I'm pretty sure it's a Canadian company, and they've been doing great things, providing online retail marketplace opportunities for companies and businesses that don't have that access. So I love Shopify. Today, down almost 10% over here. This is on the New York with actually 1 million shares traded, which is pretty nasty. Let me go on the TSX. TSX, of course, only 300,000 shares traded today, and I think I'm gonna have some fun trading this in the evening today. So Shopify, well, I'll keep an eye on it. Didn't even notice that the stock was down 10% today on New York. Look at it, find support slightly above. Oh, okay, low of day exactly 12.33. So 12.33 being the exact low of day. Could be that there was some size there that bounced off of it, or it just enough is enough for that stock. And that could also be the SSR point. If someone could calculate the yesterday's close and the SSR point from yesterday's close for me, I will appreciate it, because that could have been the SSR bounce trade on Shopify, which usually ends up being a pretty great trade.
Prad, we have a new member alert. Nick Ganguly joined the green side and the family. Thank you so much, Nick. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and we appreciate your support so much. Shout out to all the members team. It means so much to us, and I remind you guys that our merchandise and membership, which cost $5 per month, is the only thing we take money here for.
Is this Saurav Ganguly? Yes, the Indian captain. I know Neil knows about this. He's not listening to me, so we'll move on. This guy was the Indian team's captain, Indian cricket team captain, and his name is the exact same as our newest member. So Saurav Ganguly and Nick Ganguly. Not sure if you're related, but let's go, man. Love that last name. Absolute memories. Just give me flashback memories of Saurav Ganguly. You know Saurav Ganguly? Yeah. Someone named Nick. Yeah. Someone named Nick Ganguly just joined the Trader TV family, and that just gave me flashback memory of Saurav Ganguly, and I was like, oh man, just cricket memories, like just so good. That was the time I was actually into cricket, and then afterwards I just completely got bored of cricket and moved on. So welcome to the family, brother. Not related, that's cool, but if you were, it would be a little bit more cooler. Now I'm joking. It's all good, all fun and games. Just name relation over there. Tesla to the moon. Is it still ripping? Oh my God. Okay, Tesla really might just get back to 1180 today. I want to see the vote poll right now. Let's see. Look at this poll. Do you think Tesla? Sorry, why am I reading it? We already know. So people, 61% voted below. Obviously, I think 61% most likely is going to be wrong based on this move on Tesla, because we're about to reclaim VWAP and then maybe even reclaim 1080. So we'll see what happens later on. Where do I find the Discord link, Mindy? You can do !Discord, and actually within 4 or 5 days, the link will change to a way easier link, and it'll be just /TraderTV.Live. So we'll get that going very soon. We're about to be partner, I think.
I just like you pointed to that 1,014 people participated in the poll. And do you know how many likes we have?
700?
781.
I was close.
I mean, it's still good, guys. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. But the point is that, like, if you were able to click this, you should be able to click the like button. So please help us to get to 1,000 likes as soon as possible.
Thank you, Miss V. Almost back to VWAP over here. I don't know why I sang that one, but I felt like it. I felt like it. We have too much fun over here, Miss V. But it's good though, because that's the thing that wakes me up every morning. Literally, I wake up, I'm like, 6 o'clock, but I have fun at work. Wake up.
That's true. That's true. I agree with you. Every morning, I'm like, no, I can't do this.
Yeah.
And then I just come and like, where would I be?
Yeah, I enjoy it. Even if I lose money sometimes, I enjoy having fun at work. It's so much fun. I can't say I have the same amount of experience in my past life, or not past jobs.
That's all because of you guys. It's so sweet. You made us different people.
Hearts.
Can we do things?
Moving on. Clip that. Okay. Palantir. People are still talking about Palantir. You guys saw Sean, the human algorithm himself, scalping the heck out of Palantir over here. And you know, I want to reiterate something that Sean mentioned. When you have an advantage of a platform like us, where you're basically paying absolutely nothing in fees, it would be ridiculous to not do what Sean is doing, which is get in and out a million times for the whole day. day and then just churn, because you're collecting fees for providing liquidity. You're collecting gross for the move on the overall day, which is, 10 cents on every pop or so. And then at the end of the day, maybe when power hour kicks in, you see Sean making money on that pop, then you guys are complaining about, like, why is he taking so many trades? Because that's the platform setup, guys. I should be doing that, and actually I'm learning from Sean, watching Neil, watching Brendan every day, so that when you have a platform like that, when you're absolutely not paying anything in fees, you keep taking advantage of that. Just churn, and then maybe build a core position for the later on in the day move. That's just an idea. Obviously, if your fees are costing you $7 for an entry and $7 for an exit, which I used to trade with in the Canadian broker system, you can't do that. That kind of is painful, because you're paying $14 to get in and out every time. So on that time, you can't really do that. You're right on that aspect. But over here, what Sean is doing is something I should be doing. Getting in, defending. Just saying I like 18 is not enough. I should be defending 18, showing that I really care about it, and scalping my profits on the way up on the intraday, as an intraday trader should at a prop firm. Right? So very, very good to see on that side over there, on his side. I'm actually learning. So thank you for teaching me at the same time, Mr. Sean Katina. AMC. Let's go check out AMC. AMC 25 right now on the downside, 24.64 being the low a day. What is going to happen to AMC? I think a lot of people said 23 puts or 23 calls or something. So that indicates the stock goes down to 23. So I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. Obviously, a lot of bearishness coming into AMC around $30. I wanted AMC to be above 30, but we're not seeing that right now. My expectation is, maybe later on in the year, after some normality, after all this nonsense about I'm seeing people talk about taking out second mortgages and second loans, and they're telling other people to do the same. Like, guys, be careful with your trades. Like, don't be looking for that short squeeze again. Look for actual possibilities to maybe back to 40, maybe back to 70, and put realistic targets, right? And on that aspect, 25 makes sense. But for me, I'm going long under 20. I'm going long only under 20 on AMC. It's a lot easier to defend your position when it's not your money on the line. I mean, technically, it's not my money on the line too, right? But it is my money on the line, but it's not my money on the line too. But at the end of the day, it's just the idea that I need to be protecting the lines of stocks that I care about. And like Palantir is one of them. Just talking about it is not enough. If it's at my level, which I say I like trading it at this level, I really should be. But for some reason, I just... I like taking trades that are your blue chippers, like your Teslas and your Nvidias. AMC looks like a good setup for a long. I honestly, I will not disagree. It could be a decent scalp for a long over here, for a swing trade too for AMC. As long as, tomorrow, I think tomorrow we're going to be seeing somewhat of a flat sideways action in the market, because I think tomorrow's FOMC. Can you confirm on that, Ms. V? On FOMC tomorrow? Fed meeting. FOMC equals Fed meeting. FOMC meeting. Oh, it's January 26th, so it's not this Wednesday.
Sorry, used to pro language this time.
Yeah, no problem, Miss V. Oh wait, this is 2021 actually. Let's go to 2022. 2022, it's still not anytime soon, so we're good. January 28th to 22nd, March 3rd, and March 15th on schedule, blah 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 blah. All right, so not this Wednesday. So never mind about that FOMC. So maybe tomorrow we're actually just gonna go sideways, and then figure out maybe not go sideways. Tomorrow we're actually gonna maybe have some fun also. I thought FOMC was yesterday, sorry, tomorrow. I don't know where. Somebody told me, I just didn't fact check on it. I should have fact checked that. Ali, brother, I'm messaging you about this. FOMC not tomorrow. Okay. Yay, looking at 2002. Prad and Miss V, Happy New Year. Thank you, the noble fan. Happy New Year to you, my friend. FOMC minutes on Wednesday. Okay. I guess Ali heard me because he replied right away. Okay, where are we going to? I want to talk about Apple, because Apple, I'm very happy closing my trade there and ended up being flat on the trade, because now I'd have basically been in the negative one more time, holding this position. Very happy noticing the weakness around 1820. The stock was really struggling to get above 1820, even though we got pops above it to 1833, I think was the highest I saw on that move. And then we just kept getting pushed back to the downside. So on that decision, I decided, on that information, I decided to get myself out of that trade and call it a day, be flat on that position. Still negative, but flat. We'll look for another trade, another long coming in. I'm now waiting to see how NASDAQ and QQQ want to be trading. Sorry, they're both saying how SPYs and QQQ want to be trading. NASDAQ and QQQ. Wow, good job, Praddy. But yeah, how SPYs and NASDAQ are going to be trading right now. Looks like I'm looking for support to come in at the same range low, and then another opportunity to go test this high and actually break out of the high. At which point, a nice long in front of Apple would be fun to take for sure. Looking at QQQ. Back to low a day, maybe not low a day, but I don't really want it to see go further below this low right here, which is currently at 294.27. So we don't want it to go further than that, and we're still seeing the rejection of 50-day EMA on the 1 minute chart for QQQ.
Right, can we take a look at JWN Nordstrom? I remember that someone on the chat was mentioning it, and it was like at $24 even, and then I see someone mentions it again, and it's like 50 cents to the upside, 2.21% gain.
Are you saying someone's insider trading on the chat?
I don't think so.
But yeah, it looks JWN. I was actually gonna go to the Nordstrom store that we have right next to us, because I need to.
Yeah,
What is happening? Mic's off.
they see my microphone.
Hello. Her physical mic is off. Did you unplug your mic by any chance? Check the wire. Check the wires at the bottom. Robbie Bobby is coming over to help us over here. Working real hard today, Superman. Thank you for the noise solving and the mic over here. So in the meantime, I'll talk about JWN. So I was actually wanting to go to Nordstrom and because I need some new pants. My pants are they're ripping all over the places. So maybe today we'll go there. JWN Nordstrom, $24, as Missy was talking, $24.50 high day currently, and going to a little bit higher. Obviously, I want to see how it looks like on the dailies. That doesn't look good. Come on, give me more candles. 26, I think we're gonna go test in the span of this week. Maybe we go test 26, and look at the candles, man. I don't know if you guys can see this. There we go. You guys can see that. So look at this beautiful 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ignore that. 9, 10. Basically 10 to 11 days green straight from $19 to $24.52. So we're looking for the stock to go back to 26, and might just see some rejection at 26 first before the breakout happens. So waiting to see when that happens. I'm expecting sometime this week, but volume needs to be there for it to actually happen.
All right, let's see if I'm back. Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me, guys? Let
1,
me
2,
know
3.
in the
1,
chat.
2, 3.
All right. Yes, I was just still has no sound.
Still no sound. Well, okay. In the meantime, jumping right back to me again.
No, it's good now. It's good,
good
now.
now?
All right. Finally, I can ask you,
Yes.
what type of jeans do you want to buy at Nordstrom?
I'm a skinny jeans guy.
Okay.
I feel like my body is kind of disproportionate in the meanings that I have really long legs, but then my torso is kind of short. So I like showing off my extremely long legs. Yeah, so I like put on my
legs.
yeah, exactly. So I like
guys.
putting on skinny jeans for that.
Cool. Guys, thank you so much for your feedback. Finally, I'm back. Go long on Rob.
On what?
On
Rob.
Rob.
Yeah, go long on Rub and Rob. Making fun of you a little bit today.
Thank you.
I love you though, you know that.
Sure.
Apple. Got back in my Apple long over here. What's my average? 179.46. Basically looking for NASDAQ to start moving back north and ES to stop messing around and go back to north also. So both of these all the way up. Trader Prad is a Russian runaway model. Oh, you know it, baby. Jeggings, yes. Are they what they're called? I thought. Oh yeah, they are. But those are like women's pants are called jeggings. Our things are not called jeggings. They're just called stretchy jeans or like, you know, yeah, just stretchy jeans. I don't know. Whatever. What happened to Gristone? Anyone knows? I need the ticker for that. So GRISTONE. G. Ooh, what's the GRI stone? I can't see the ticker for that. But yeah, if you can put the ticker in the chat, I'll gladly pull it up. IMMX. IMMX up on the day today, actually, after pretty much giving back most of the move from yesterday's run up. So it looks like we're settling around $5.06 yesterday, and now we opened up fairly above it. A rejection of $8 again, something similar to yesterday, the $8.50 rejection, and because of that, the stock came back down to $6 or so. My expectation is maybe we find a pop to $7, but there's no chance we go back to 8 and actually break out of 8 today. So I'd be a little careful if you are long anytime before these levels over here. If you're looking for a breakout of 8 as your target, I'd be a little careful for that trade. QQQ, sorry, not QQQ. SPY looking like it wants to now go back to the downside, breaking that range low. So not looking good on the Apple side either. So Apple low a day 179.20. We are long at 179.46. We'll just throw out the stop at this time on the break of I want to say break of 179, which should be the right way to trade it, but I don't want to risk that far of a move, but we'll see. We'll just leave it open. I don't want a hard stop on this. I'm watching Apple on my second screen anyway, so I always have an indication of what's going on over here. So we'll just manual stop ourselves out. AMD target. If you're short on AMD, then maybe your target is the lower day or even the break of lower day, because QQQ and SPYs looks like they want to go back to the downside. So on that note, maybe hold on to a little bit longer. And if you are long, noticing the weakness around 143 is what kicked me off. Something similar to what I did on Apple over there. Noticing the weakness at 180.23 is what kicked me off. So I'd be a little careful if you're long and if you're not out already, because markets looks like they want to curl a little bit to the downside. FOMC minutes. Yeah, not actually FOMC. That's what the chat mentioned too. So yeah, thank you, Ali, for forwarding that message to me, brother. Musk boosted Tesla and is going up. Okay, let's go check out.
Yes, sir.
Tesla all the way back, baby. I wish I had the strength to push along at 11:30 and basically give it a $10 risk, because look at this move. If you're trading Tesla, you have to give it $5 risk, and that's the horrible part. It's like,
yes.
It's like, how am I supposed to trade this with any sort of real size? But still a beauty of a trade, moving multiple dollars in every single direction, and Elon, the Lord and the Savior for portfolios, still doing what he can over here. All-time high for Tesla, 1243.39. I think that's what it is, if my memory serves me right. Let me go check it out. 1243.39. Please be 1243.39. Darn it, 1243.49. I was off by 10 cents. I was off by 10 cents on the high, all-time high over here for Tesla. So let's see if we're gonna have to go test it anytime soon. That's why I trade options. Fair. Need to scalp Tesla. Miss me got scared from the desk bang, desk pop. Where are we going to? CPI or unemployment numbers? Yeah. Thank you for that. Nicola, please, Prad, NKLA. Let's go check out what NKLA is doing. Back to $10 or so with 6 million shares traded. We did see the move above $10, almost at 11.50 a couple days ago. Well, not a couple days ago, last week, sometime last week and last year. And ever since then, we kind of gave back, and we're back to this $10 prices over here on Nicholas. So, you know, even though they did deliver one truck, it wasn't enough of a news for the stock to hold up around these prices.
Can we see OTC names?
Yeah, but depends on how much volume they are. Some of them won't pull up if there's low volume.
No worries.
Yeah. AMD down. AMD back to the downside. Indeed. Well, I mean, we were talking about it to the downside. NVIDIA is the one that's kind of lagging behind a little bit to the downside. Not really flushing all the way back to lower day as some of these are. And by some of these, I'm talking about your Apples. I'm talking about AMDs. And I'm talking about, well, not your Tesla, because Tesla's the only one in the opposite direction. Although a rejection candle has been put in on Tesla just now, giving you almost a $5 short or so. So we'll see where that short ends up going to. Maybe with the overall market a little bit lower, and then back to 1080 on 1180. Sorry, on Tesla. What do I think about Palantir? I'm still bullish on Palantir as long as it doesn't take out the lower day and goes all the way to 1795 or so. So for the intraday trade, you know, it's still giving you that same trade. Scalp 10 cents, 20 cents north every time it pops. So still holding up over here, looking good in my opinion. Thoughts on Lucid? Okay, I actually haven't pulled up Lucid all day. Where is Lucid Motors? We did dip to 38.76 and we're currently holding up above 39. There's some inverse orders on 39 trying to hold up the stock there. So, you know, it is possible that we could make this the bid, and even if this bid gets taken out, which is your 39 bid, there is a chance that we go to the lower day and then bounce off the lower day. If you guys remember the crazy move that Tesla had, sorry, not Tesla, Lucid had yesterday from 38 to 41, the fact that we're back around those lows, Lucid is just an easy swing trade long, or even an easy intraday scalp long in my opinion. So if you want to load up over here, it makes sense because you have a pretty defined risk. You're basically defining from yesterday's low around $38, so 76 cents or so from the low of day. Roblox suggestions. Let's go check out Roblox. Roblox did ended up bouncing from, looks like $92 or so. Nice little pop to 93. But almost 94 actually, but came back down instantly. Let's see where we can find support, maybe back at 92. But keep in mind, I did say if Roblox breaks 92, there is a chance we fill the gap to the downside, and at which point you might want to be a little careful, because you don't want to be back holding the stock to the downside all the way to $70, $80 or so, and that's a little troublesome obviously. Healthcare in general is down. Oh, you're answering someone. Never mind. A Rocket Lab suggestion. RKB, RKL, RKT, right? RKT. If you guys could do me a favor, and when you're talking about companies, please put in the tickers instead of the company name, because that would help me instead. So RKLB. That would help me way more instead of just throwing out the company name. So RKLB today with the less than 1 million shares on $11 stock, down about 3%. Trying to see how low can we go on the stock. Obviously, not enough volume for me to even make any sort of trades on here today. So I'm not sure if you want to make a trade on this and go long. Even if you do go long, the risk to reward is pretty much the same. I'm not expecting anything more than VWAP to the high side, and the downside is pretty much the equivalent length of risk to reward. So I'm not really looking for a trade over here on this one. Update on Hood. SPY making a double bottom. Love double bottoms. Indeed. So SPY almost back to the double bottom area over here. Let me just pull up QQQ. Robinhood at the lower day, trying to see if we can bounce off of 16/17, $16.98/$17 back into the high. But obviously, I'm very bearish on Robinhood still until I think people are just waiting for Robinhood to be taken out completely as a product. But you know, I'm not a user. I don't know how many people still use it. I'm still waiting on the official number for that usage. Maybe we see that number coming in at on earnings report, obviously. So QQQ is what I was gonna pull up. QQQ almost back to low a day right now, and SPY is almost at the double bottom area. So if these end up holding, I think the Apple long, which is kind of at the double bottoms, I was waiting for it to break the low a day, which was 179.20. I should have probably maybe added more instead of just waiting for that trade to break to the downside. But right now, getting ready to rip. Let's go, Apple. Nasdaq found a bottom also. QQQ's SPY's also found a bottom. So maybe I want to take more shares right now on the breakout of 180 the second time, and ride the stock back to 181 where VWAP is for Apple. Not sure if we get a true move all the way there. Depends on the market and everything, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Thoughts on NVIDIA? NVIDIA also making a move along with the market here. I'm going to guess AMD is going to probably catch a bottom too in front of 141.50. Could make a trade out of AMD over here too. Give it the low a day. We'll do it. Are they going to fill me? They are indeed. So we'll take AMD over here along also in front of 141.50, giving it the low a day, which is basically 141.01. And we'll ride this baby to maybe our previous targets, which was 143 and even maybe 145 if we can get there today. Obviously, the move in the market right now, 1 o'clock, lunchtime is ending. Volume should be picking back up in a bunch of avenues in a bunch of stocks. So we're just waiting for that bump up in spike in volume and the move and the dislocation from lower days for some of these tech stocks that we love trading. Tesla, someone just brought up Tesla again, so we'll see what's happening. Tesla bounced off of that 150-day EMA confluence and trying to go back to VWAP. Thoughts on PayPal? PayPal slightly under 190 still, but holding support at 188, which is great. We're looking for PayPal obviously to go all the way back up to the moon and actually close above 190. My guess is there is a possibility that Tesla does close, sorry, not Tesla, PayPal closes above 190 today, but we need the stocks to basically stop dying, and by stocks I mean the market, QQQs and SPYs, to stop dying to the downside and just rip back to the north side, go to VWAP. Maybe not during market movers. You know, we still have about an hour left in market movers, and hopefully it does so in 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock show with Neil, Brendan, and Sean, allowing me to turn my two negative stocks today, Apple, AMD, and NVIDIA too, I guess. So maybe let's check on NVIDIA over here also into the positive. So NVIDIA at 285.50, low a day being 283. I'm gonna wait for 285. We're just gonna take this fill and we're gonna give it the 285 break, and then we'll get back in later. So we're just gonna take NVIDIA long here, and we're gonna ride the overall market, the three stocks that we are in the negative, trying to turn them into the positive, they're not too far in the negative too. So Apple's already in the positive. It's just NVIDIA that we have to slightly turn into the positive, which will be very easy in my opinion, as long as the market can keep on ripping over here. Netflix long, as someone called out Netflix. Let's go check out Netflix. Are we off the lows? So 582 bottoms. I don't really like the long here, but I get the idea that you're talking about. Makes sense to me, but I personally don't like the long here because the risk to reward is the exact same level. That's the type of trades I usually don't take, so not for me. Looks like one of my positions is actually ripping right now. Not sure which one it is. It looks like it is your AMD, 22 cents in the money right now. Apple, 16 cents in the money. So not really ripping, but heading in my direction, which is absolute beauty of a trade. 10 trades on Apple so far, 30 trades on AMD today, and 21 on NVIDIA. So come on, NVIDIA. Make me proud of myself today by putting no negative stocks on my board. Please. Let's do it. STRN. Oh my goodness, not a pump and dump stock from Zach Morris. All right, let's go check out STRN. Down 1.5% right now with 1.3 million shares traded and actually not moving right now a whole lot. Stuck around VWAP. Let's see if volume comes back on later on in the day. Obviously, 1 o'clock is already here on the board, so we want volume to pick up right now, and we're not really seeing that. Pretty sure this is a Zach Morris pump and dump play, so I'd be very careful, especially when you see stocks like this, Wish or MRIA or whatever his pump and dump stocks are. I'd be very careful trading those. What a move today on XLE. Is that the energy ETF, I believe. E stands for energy, F stands for finance. So XLE today, 3.6% to the north side. Absolute beauty. Where do we go to is the question. So 59.43 to the high side today is the 59.43 is the high today, and we're holding the 100-day EMA right now on the move down. Also, obviously, it depends on your overall energy ETS, how high can these actually move to. I want to go start taking some profit targets on my Apple long here because we are 18 cents in the money, and we can keep on taking more profits on the way up instead of just holding the bag for that glory move to 181 or so with the whole bag. We can scalp it on the way up and hold the last few shares for the bigger move around 2 o'clock or so. That way we put some money in our pockets. We pay ourselves for the emotional capital that we have on the board. What just happened? Did I just close my full trade? No way. Again? I just closed my full trade on Apple again, man. I was wondering. I was like, I'm supposed to be throwing only okay, well, I can't complain about it too much now. That trade is done. Moving on. Let's go focus on AMD and NVIDIA instead. So AMD is going to be Apple in the positive. NVIDIA is the only one that's in the negative, which won't be too far right now because we're about to start turning this 2 positions in the money. So let's go. We can actually add on these positions on the way up after they break the 50-day EMA on NVIDIA and on AMD also. So we'll keep our eyes glued to this for a little bit. Let's go check out where Tesla is, almost back there. Let's go check out where Roblox is. Roblox back to 92.50 or so, the low of day being 92.05. But yeah, once again, I'd be a little careful for that $92 to the downside. Happens to the best of us, yeah, but I did it twice today. It usually doesn't happen to me twice ever. I'm very good at not repeating the same mistake in terms of keystrokes in the same day. So that's pretty disheartening to me. I don't even know if the word I'm using is right. My mind's kind of fogged up right now. FOGG for anyone who thinks I just cussed. Fogged. FOGGED up. Brain fog, mind fog. So waiting to see if that fog can clear up out of my brain and we can take some of these trades to the north side. NVIDIA is the one I'm really focusing on the most. Tesla is still retracing. Tesla indeed still retracing. Why did I even pull this up? Can you check MP? For sure, MP. The Mist. Oh, that was a good movie. The Mist. I remember seeing that. MP with 2.6 million shares traded today. 3.5% to the north side. Let's see where we can go to. Looks like we're seeing rejection of VWAP, even though we did rip above it in pre-market. Sorry, not pre-market, off the open. The stock pretty much came back down, and now we're holding 50 as the resistance point, and pretty much 48 all the way down, and even 49 for support. So look for support coming in back at 49. If 49 breaks, maybe back to 48, and look for resistance of 50. Today up $3.5%. With the beautiful $1.50 from yesterday's close, and 2.6 million shares traded overall. Apple still going to the north side, so Apple kind of upset still that I closed my whole bag there. But we're focusing on AMD, on NVIDIA right now. So let me just go look at AMD. AMD getting rejected a little bit over here, but still in the money. Nothing to worry about. And then NVIDIA, 40 cents in the money right now. Keep on ripping, baby. We want you to go much, much higher, obviously. How do you get an invite for the Discord server? You do !Discord, my friend. Prad, did you make a profit on the mistake? I did. Yeah, you know, money is money, profits are profit, but it's still the principle of the trade. You know, when I'm about to journal my trade at the end of the day tonight, I'm going to put down the areas where I made the keystroke, and it's going to go down in my notes as a keystroke exit instead of an actual calculated exit. So, you know, I'm very honest in my journals. I keep it 100, if as the kids say it, keep it a stack. Keep it a stack, keep it hundo p and everything. So you know, keep it real with yourself. Just don't lie to yourself about your trades. And you know, if you make a mistake, journalize it in accurate ways, and tell yourself, because when you read it the next day, you really help yourself in the future from there on. Discord, okay, yeah, you use Discord command lol. What's your exit price point on NVIDIA? So my target on NVIDIA would be, you know, anywhere above. Are we on NVIDIA right now? We are on NVIDIA already. Okay, so anywhere above the previous range over here, which is 288. We're looking for the stock to get back to 288. That'll take my first few profit targets there, and then anywhere above that, we'll take the rest of it around 290 or so. My guess is, you know, we see rejection at 290 today, but if the stock does somehow miraculously manage to get back above 290, the way that Tesla is figuring out to go above or at least back to VWAP right now, if any of these AMDs or NVIDIAs find out a way to go back to VWAP, I'll be very happy. That is my original target idea, but it doesn't mean that I'm going to hold it all the way to there. I'll look for targets on the way up in previous consolidation areas, and if the market tells me otherwise, obviously. Keep it 666. Yeah, exactly. I like that. I'll keep it 666. I'm trading like 50 volume option points, so I'm playing with algos. Oh boy, that's a tough one, Mr. Buckley. Above my entry. Yeah, that's a good answer. Above my entry. Where is your target? Above my entry. I like it. That's what I'm going to use from here on out for anyone who asks me. Way above my entry. Because, you know, buy low, sell high. Roblox blasting off. Okay, so Roblox back above 92 right now. Beautiful. And you know, the trade that we were talking about, the long idea for Roblox in front of 92, gave you a nice little scalp so far, about almost $1.50 right now. Do we get back to VWAP is the question. I think just how the stock has been trading in this range so far, I don't think we do get back to VWAP, but it would be nice to see it back to VWAP, even back to $95. A lot of weakness coming into these stocks today. And look at this, AMD and NVIDIA now almost back to flat on my entry, on my position. So just waiting to see what the market wants to do. Don't want to be holding NVIDIA too far to the downside, because if it does go back to 283, we don't want to be sitting here holding the position against us. Are you buying options of the stock itself? We are equities traders. We trade equities. We can trade cryptos, but we haven't at least, and futures. So futures, currencies, equities, and currencies. Can you look at shop? Yeah, we looked at shop already. Without a doubt, we can look at it again. Let's go check it out. SHOP. Looks like the lower day did break. Did it? I thought the lower day was a nice and even flat number, but not anymore apparently. So lower day did not break. It is trying to yeah, I thought the lower day was a nice 12.33 or something. Oh, it was 12.30, and we did break 12.30 and heading lower right now. And actually the 10% mark has not come into play yet for Shopify. So it looks like we're gonna be soon SSR while we talk about it. Hey, reverse 666 for those 666 fanatics like me. Anyways, it is coming to the downside drastically. There we go. Now we're on SSR. It is New York, right? Yeah, we're on SSR. Yeah? NIO.
I just wanted to come to Reliant here because I know that stocks have been a bit of a mover. It just took out the high of the day. If you're watching the morning show, I was shorted. I continued shorting it up that 830 level. A few times into VWAP. It just broke the high, reversed into a long. It just turned shy of $9. And have a quick look. Yesterday's action, It did spike through 9 and get to about like 950 and change, but there was this lower high right about 9 to 925 where there was a fantastic short opportunity. So I do think getting out in front of there makes some sense. At least that's what I'm doing on the long position, and then going to look for that similar short. So it's been a super strong runner this name. It keeps on finding, even when it pulls back harshly. Like you see it pull back from $8 here into $6, kind of make some support and then make another run up at the high, make some support again and make another run at the high. So it's been very strong here. I am looking to play it, of course, in both directions, but Reliant, another high of day break. So there are some strong things in the market today, Brad.
Thank you, sir. So, yeah, some of them still moving over here. Palantir, 1788 now. So, it looks like Palantir did take out the low a day, but look at the size over here, trying to hold up a little bit. Inverse gateways on the way down on Palantir. So, we are seeing some sophisticated buyers coming in. And look at the bids. These bids are stacked. 400 lots, 500 lots, 200 lots. So people are waiting to just load their bags long on Palantir. So we're just waiting for now for the move in the market to take these positions to the north side. And if once market starts popping and stops giving us red candles, I think Palantir could really start moving back above 18 to at least VWAP 1820 or so. I do want to take a long, but I'm so hesitant on taking this intraday long right now. Not sure why. Look at the size. Like we have 400 lots on one gateway, inverse gateway 2, and then New York book 174 lots there. This guy over here also. This guy 800 lots over here on the inverse gateway at 1780. So it's not like there's no size on the way down. There's enough size on the way down to support the stock that you can lean on. And there's actually no liquidity. Actually, I should not say that. There's not enough size on the offers to stop the stock from going higher. So I want to see bids stepping up. I want to see buyers taking out the offers. I want to see, as offers are getting taken out, people putting new orders up there to get more long on the bids and so on. Basically, the patterns that you like seeing when the stock is going up, I want to see those patterns start playing out so we could really start ripping to the high side over here for Palantir. HIMX. Thank you. HIMX with 6.69. HIMX with 6.9 million shares traded so far. We're trying to see how high can we go. So we went to, how low can we go? Flipped out around a little bit. We are actually on the downside today, down almost 5.5%, getting rejected multiple EMAs over here, and just going to the downside. We did go higher than VWAP once off the opening drive, but did not hold off that opening drive at all, and hence we're seeing the down move today that we are. I think people are asking how low can we go. I think there could be some support around $12 or $11 where we are currently. So keep in mind, if 12 breaks, the stock could go easily up to $11.50 or $11, and then hold up over there. Today, though, down after having these multiple updates on the stock, which it took from $11 all the way up to $16.50, and then we're seeing the big rejection candle yesterday and another candle coming in today off those highs.
Prad, SQ is down more than 7% on the day, so maybe we can take a look at SQ Block Inc., formerly known as Square.
Yes, ma'am. Square, so formerly known as Square, now known as Block, is up. Down, 7% actually, with 9 million shares traded so far. So, Ms. V, you just mentioned, did you just grab it from the article, Ms. V, or was it chat?
Chat was
chat?
asking.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. I thought you said a news, that's why I was confused. So chat picked it up for us. Square is actually holding up at 151 on the low today, so we're slightly above the low a day, 80 cents or 90 cents above the low a day, and trying to see if we can go back to VWAP. Obviously, not sure if there is strength in the stock. Would love for it to go back to VWAP and end somewhere up here. If that ends up happening, obviously good for the market, good for Square, good for Block. And something that you want to watch along with it, maybe not watch along with it, but something that I have on my radar every time I trade Square is PayPal. So PayPal over here, currently looking a lot similar to Square, if you ask me, just with a little bit less volume on a higher dollar position.
All right, let's take a look at currencies at this moment.
Do you mind if I go to the washer, Miss V?
Sure, go for it. All right, guys, Canadian dollar is down 0.34%. US dollar is flat today, 0.02% to the upside. Euro also flat. Australian dollar is up 0.68. British pound is up 0.48%. Japanese yen is up 0.70%. Swiss franc is down 0.37%. Russian ruble is up 1.5%. Turkish lira also 0.5%. New Zealand dollar is up 0.35%. Bitcoin is up 1.53%. It's now at 46,668. And Ethereum is having another good day. It's up 3.30% and now at 3,846. And while Prad is doing his stuff, Jay Finch, thanks Miss Wee, you're very welcome, Jay Finch. We can take a look again at my Tesla trades. So guys, it was a negative day at first for me on Tesla. On this move at around 11.99, I went into the long trade. I thought it's gonna back at this 12.06 level. I thought I might make that easy $6, but stock went absolutely different direction for me and actually never went back there. So I got out at 11.83 and then went into the short trade. It could be a good trade for me. It made a small move to the downside from 11.83 to 11.77, so around $5, but I didn't exit at the right time. And where are we? Oh no, my stop loss at 11.87 worked out, and I'm so sad about this because right after that Tesla went all the way to the downside. I wish I just was holding this 11.83 trade for a bit longer, and it would be a wonderful short trade for me. Anyways, I'm super proud and glad that I was able to turn, my Kinder Surprise toy just fell. I was able to turn the negative day into even positive, not only flat. I went into short trade at 11.64. Then I got out at 11.55, 11.52, and 11.49. Stock then went all the way to 11.27, but I mean, again, the most importantly that I was able to turn that negativity into positivity. And we still have Tesla ball. 1,336 people participated. If Tesla will close the buffer below 1180, 60% majority says it will close below, and 40% says above. Tesla is now at 1159. So let's see if during the power hour it will have strength to go back to 1190s, 1200s. Guess who's back?
Let's go. Nvidia's moving.
Let's go.
Nvidia's moving. Let's go, Nvidia. Finally, about time. Go to take a washroom break and come back, and my stocks are finally in the money. You know why? Because I did woosah, ooh, woosah, ah, in front of the mirror.
What did you do there in washroom?
I was looking at myself and I'm going woosah, ooh, woosah, ah. I come back and now the stocks are in the money.
Let's go.
That's a secret right there. Actually, the secret is you're wearing green.
All right, so next time I need some luck. I need to get into position, go to washroom, do usava.
Woosah, ooh, woosah, ah.
And then come back and stock at the place where I want it.
That's right. Let's go to the north side market. Come on, we really need these babies to go up right now. Prad, you're wild. Hey man, I'm trying to add some entertainment for you guys. Are you not entertained? Are we going to the north side? Come on, baby. Nvidia ripping right now. AMD's moving. Is Apple going north also? Let's go check out where Apple is. Apple, I came back down. I should have probably taken that entry. Darn it, missed it. Apple's now moving. Looks like these are the bottoms that we were all trying to catch. Oh my goodness. Nvidia now $1.50 in the money. Let's go, Nvidia. We're going to take some out over here. Let's go. Finally, some of these positions that we were absolutely crying about not going anywhere actually moving right now. So about time. Finally, let's take some profit all over here on Apple, on AMD too. Keep on going higher. No negative stocks on the day today except for one, and the only negative stock is ENPH. And even that, honestly, if I tell you how much I'm down on it, you're gonna laugh. It's less than $1 how much I'm down on it physically. The monetary value on it is less than $1. So I'm -0 stocks today. Let's go. How many are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for 6 today. Absolute monster trading. Pratty Daddy back in the seat for the new year. Smoked yesterday, and then obviously a close at the end of the day smoked me. But we're back on today, smoking today too. Pratty Daddy back in the seat, guys. I hope you guys are having a great day today. I hope everyone is having a great time. And new year, man, we're gonna have so much fun with 2022. Let's get those likes to 11,000. Sorry, 11,000. 11,000 would be great. 11,000 would be great. But let's get those likes to 1,000. Come on, let's smack those like, baby. And I want to go see on how these positions are moving north anymore. I guess I could stop being excited a little bit because now the fun is kind of gassed out, and we basically got the nice move out of it, and we can be calm now. All right. Green 1 minute candles all across the board. Let's go. 11K or nada. Yes, sir. 11K or bust. 11K or bust. AMC. Let's go check out AMC. We still got about half an hour left in this market. What drugs did Prad take in the washroom? Okay, guys, take it easy. Let's not put that conversation in the chat now. Be nice. Be nice. AMC, nice move on AMC off the bottom. So 24.60 or so, holding up in front of 24 over there, gripping right now. So let's go AMC indeed. I'm seeing a lot of apes in the chat getting happy about this move. Obviously, everyone is going to be happy because AMC, man, we need the stock back above $40, and I know a lot of people who are stuck at 40 who are just waiting for the day for it to go back there so they could at least end flat on it. So for my boys over there, I'm praying that we get back to it soon, before the end of the year, hopefully, obviously, because that way we could take some of that capital, put it elsewhere. Great day, and looking forward for this great year of extra money bag. Yes, sir. Money bag console wars. Like Moneybag Yayo, but Moneybag Console Wars. Adobe Long with a stop, STLP, stop near stop loss. Okay, near 538 ADBE on NASDAQ. Let's go check out Adobe.
It's down.
Adobe is indeed down with 2 million shares traded today. And actually, as Ms. V just said, it's down with 3.5%, and holding up slightly around 544, 543. Low a day, obviously, being your 543.01. We're looking for if the bottom can come in, and I like the stop you're giving it, 538. I think you meant 543 stop. 538 stop is kind of $10 out of here almost. So I don't know if you want to give it that far of a stop.
But another tech name that is down is Microsoft. I saw that someone was talking on the chat about Mr. Softy. It's down 2%. Let's take a look at that chart.
Just debating if I should just get out of my Nvidia trade and my AMD trade, just because I'm gonna paper hand all my trades as always. I'm just really debating it right now, looking at the market. And then Miss V, what was the stock you just mentioned?
Mr. Softy.
Mr. Softy. So let's go check out Mr. Softy over here. Yeah, we're just gonna flatten our trades, take our money, move out of it. I'm good with my scalp right there. Thank you for my win. Let's go check out Microsofty. Where's Softy? But guys, I think the stock could go up. I'm just done with I'm not holding it, because if that pump did not give me more of a pump to the north side, then there is a chance that the market's gonna go down, and I'll get back in later. Or if I don't, then I don't. That's fine with me. Making money is more important for me than the glory trade of a good-looking chart. Anyways, Microsoft, Miss V mentioned Microsoft. We're looking to see where the support is. The low of day 326.57, and Microsoft's also going to the downside right now. And this is what actually I'm very happy seeing that Microsoft's going down, because that means AMD and Nvidia and Apple and all of them are also going down, and makes me happy realizing the profit. So down down 2.25% almost, with 17 million shares traded on Microsoft, and we're seeing rejection come in. Whoa! rejection in the market. Come to you? Sean, did you say come to you? Oh. Yeah, market's cracking to the downside big time right now. We just took out the lower day. Nasdaq is going down, boy. So glad we got out of the long over there just in time.
Great
Here we go.
job.
SPY coming to the downside too. Miss V, did you say something?
Great job, right on time.
Right on time. I was so lucky over there. Fingers crossed. Thank you. Knock on wood. Holy moly. These stocks are getting ready for another leg down right now, looks like. We'll see what happens. If this down move is a little gassed out already, you know, SPY's immediately shot back to the low of the range over there. So we did dip and instantly shot back up. I want to see if this down move continues a little bit, overextends that down move, or are we going to come back into that range and is it going to give me an opportunity to get long again? So Microsoft, as we were talking about the overall market, Microsoft was coming down and the lower day 327 or so, looking for a long over here. You know, stocks like Apple, Microsoft, Tesla, every time they go down is just an easy long for your personal accounts for a swing trade or for a different one. So we'll see. A fake out breakout could be a fake out breakout too. It could be absolutely that too. So I'm being very vigilant. I'm looking at a bunch of screens right now, trying to see if it's gonna give me an opportunity to get back in long at some of these trades, especially, or was it just is it gonna continue the downside? Good job, Prad. This market is highly unstable and unpredictable. Time for a flight to safety. Yeah, I mean, money, you know, realizing the money is the number one importance for me. And then the making the chart look good for me is second. At least it's going to be for this year. Check out Magna. I need the ticker, brother. MGNA, hopefully, as the ticker. Yeah, I'm going to need the ticker. Anytime you pull up a stock for me, please. Can you look at Ford? For sure. Ford, let's see if Ford's still ripping. It's still above 24. What a monster. Ford's still above $24. We did come off a little bit off those highs around $24.57 or so, all the way back to $24 and then bounced off of that. So still a beauty of a trade over here, up 10% today. At no point did we actually come back to VWAP on this stock ever since the open. So that's enough of an indication to show you the strength on this stock. And let's go show you another indication. Look at this. Today, Ford has traded 4 times average volume. 200 million shares traded on Ford today, guys. 200 million shares traded on a legacy car dealer. Anytime a stock trades more than 100 million shares, that's a big thing. That's a big, big thing. And a company like Ford, a legacy car maker, breaking out of a 52-week ranges high and trading 200 million shares today, that's insane. That's absolutely insane. So congratulations to Ford for this new 52-week high that we're at right now. I guess you can't use the 52-week high anymore because like this would be from the new year, this would be the 52-week high. But I'm considering year-to-date high, 52-week high from year-to-date. Insane, man. Ford is monsters.
But Brad, guess what? Guys, we need two more likes.
2 more likes?
To get to 1,000. Come on, smash it right now. And write in the chat who was the like number 1,000. Yes, sir. 1K likes. We did it. Some shimmy dance. Thank you, team. Ooh la la. I can see you were practicing at home. Thank you, team.
Let me see myself shimmy. Ooh, yeah, I look good. Oh, I look good. Ooh, look at me. I look good. Okay, all right, that's enough of that. All right.
All right.
little self-conceited, are we?
It's okay.
Yeah. All right, where are we going to? Ford call at 1,000%. My goodness. That's a little neck crack for you. That's a little neck crack for you. All right. Looks like I'm going to cry about my NVIDIA trade a little bit because, no, not really. NVIDIA's still stuck around these same ranges. SPY did manage to break that low and head further to the downside. So it looks like we could see a little bit more weakness in the market until 230, 240 or so, at which point market can hopefully turn back around to the north side because I'm getting tired of seeing down moves today. You know the type of trader I am. I like doing my mean reversion trades. So I want a mean reverse the tech market, which is your Nvidia, your Microsoft, your Apple, your AMD, and obviously your Tesla doesn't need any reversal because it's already up at VWAP. So I guess it needs a reversal now a little bit off this 1150. But beautiful move on Tesla off of the lows back to VWAP today. Ooh, my stomach is rumbling in the stomach. I want to go check on CERN.
Do you know update on your super chicken meal?
Oh, he's probably in a meeting. I don't know if he bought it or I have to go buy it. Not sure what's going on over there. All right, but we still got about 30 minutes or so. We're good. We'll eat super chicken in a bit. AMD still holding up in front of 141.15, 50. So AMD not really flushing too much further to the downside off that 141.50, even though SPYs broke and NASDAQ broke. So I'm a little hands off on going for longs just yet because of how QQQ is trading. So I'll just show you the NASDAQ futures. QQQ did break the low a day and could go further downside. And SPYs have already done that. So I'm a little hesitant right now. Ever day trade stock under $1? Reason why? I don't trade any stocks under $1. I just don't care for it. It's hard for me to even trade stocks under $20. You know, Palantir. Like, even though I love Palantir, I don't really make trades on these stocks because my stocks are your blue chippers that follow the market for the most part. Because then I have a proxy gateway to deal with. Then I have your also these stocks move in multiple dollar ranges intraday, and I can use proper defined risk to reward. And also, when you have the amount of money that the company gives you to trade with, why would you not trade your Teslas and your Nvidias if you want to learn how to trade those stocks? So based on that, there was a time where I used to trade your low floaters, right? And OCGN, when OCGN was around $1 or less than slightly above $1, I was trading the living crap out of OCGN, and I actually was doing great. And then after a while, the market turned on me, and every single short float that I traded, I just got beat up on. So that's where I think I'm a little bit more versatile when it comes to most people. It's like I know what setup to pick and choose in what market now, thanks to my experience, and especially thanks to losses. You take a loss, you know that you're wrong, and you move on. Thanks now off those losses though, AMD making somewhat of a move back over here. Nvidia also popping. Looks like QQQ right back into that range bottom over there. So I might have just stopped myself out of that trade, but I'm not gonna cry about it too much. All of my stocks are positive on the day. I'm almost at my goal today, so I'm not gonna cry about it a lot.
Let's go, Prad. We
Yes,
love
let's hear
it. By the way, Uber is running. It's trying to get back to positive territory now, only down 0.38%. So let's take a look at Uber.
Bye Bitcoin. No, Bitcoin's now down 1%. We'll come back to Bitcoin in a bit. Let's go check out Uber. Wow, look at the Uber move over here. Uber with the Uber move. I like what I just did there. Looking to go back to pre-market ranges, maybe $44 or so. Nice little spike. I'm not sure if that spike and candle is legit, so let's go check it out. Not legit. So ignore those dark pool volume candles over here. But overall though, with 18 million volume on the stock, we have dipped to 42.60, found support above 43, and managed to now rip above VWAP all the way up to 43.70 or so. Maybe 44 coming into play very, very soon on this bad boy. Sad day for Arun and Neil. Last day for BlackBerry. Yeah, I mean, Arun's already on a Pixel team, so you know, no sad day for my boy over there because he had to give it up. I'm not sure. Are you still on your BlackBerry?
I go along with the joke, but like the Key 2 is not a BlackBerry phone; it's an Android phone. So like that thing that happened today literally doesn't affect me. It's got the hub, it has a keyboard on it, but it's not. It's an Android phone. It runs the Android platform. So that today affects like the old legacy stuff, like the passport, etc. So I'm good. But Arun made the switch himself. Good for him. Because you came here, I might as well jump to one thing that's happening. RELI just broke tops. Like I said, I had the long in this one. I'm looking at NVIDIA right now. I had the long in this up to that $9 range. It did a failed break. I took it once, scalped the short. It then did a failed break up to 925, and the reason why that matters is that lower high from yesterday was right at 925 when it flushed. So it just put that in as well. So I just jumped back into the short at $9 here. So Relly on the move. The market looking pretty weak. But overall, there's still some runners to be had. I just noticed Uber broke back to the upside. That's looking at least a little bit strong. I see people talking about that one in the chat just a little bit. So there is some relative strength out there, some small caps running. Obviously, your cyclical names, you got Ford and GM making big power moves. It's just, look, man, if you got a high valuation, you're getting crushed today. And it doesn't matter. If you're expensive, you're getting beat down. Even in healthcare, I've noticed that happen. Because Danaher, which I like as a growth name, that got beat up today as well. So look, it's all about valuation. We said that was going to matter this year. In front of the Fed minutes, that's playing out today.
Wow, I don't even.
Yeah,
go for it.
Just real quick, my first association with BlackBerry is Gossip Girl.
Really?
Have you watched Gossip Girl?
No.
No, okay.
Is
Yeah,
that
they were using
the?
BlackBerry, like,
Is that a movie, right?
serious.
Series. Okay,
Yeah.
no. I thought you. When you said Gossip Girl, I thought of Mean Girls.
No, Mean Girls is
The
a
movie.
cool movie.
You know, it was shot in Toronto.
Really?
Yeah, the high school is actually the high school one of my friend went to in
They were doing it
Etobicoke.
there?
No,
So
I didn't
cool.
study there, but my
Okay.
friend went there and he showed me the playground. I was like, wait, this is from that
Yeah.
movie, and he's like, yeah, they shot it
So
over here.
cool.
Yeah.
I want to visit. Tell me what's that.
I'll find out what the
Cool.
school name is
Let's
and I'll
go.
tell you. Only the school parts were filmed here. Everything
Okay.
else was filmed in like
Okay.
LA or God knows where.
It's a fact actually that US use Toronto really often to make movies because
Yeah.
it's kind of cheaper, easier to make the set.
It looks like New York.
and looks
That's
like
why.
New York.
Yeah.
So that's
Have you
why.
seen the movie? Not movie, but the TV show where these guys are like lawyers.
two of them?
Yeah, it's like I forget what it goes. It's like they're like lawyers, and then this one guy fakes being a lawyer, and he ends up becoming a lawyer. But anyways, the whole TV show
Yeah.
is shot in Toronto, but they make it look like it's New York.
Yeah.
And then I can see road signs saying Bay and Dundas. I'm like, that's not New York, bro. That's not New York. Stop it. I can see it. And then even in the one of the first three
Yeah.
matrices.
Okay.
The highway scene was
Yeah.
in
Wow.
and I was like, that's
That's
Toronto.
my
That's
city.
home. That's home.
Let's go
So
Toronto.
Suits. Have you seen Suits?
No.
No. Okay. Suits. They understand Suits. Yeah. So there you go, man. They take our city for granted. You know, we have the #1 city in the world, baby. At least in my opinion, and I'm not changing that mind ever.
And in Drake's opinion,
And Drake's opinion.
all what matters.
Speaking about the BlackBerry, though, it's I was pretty surprised to see that was an Android one. I didn't even know that one existed. So there you go, guys. He doesn't have to worry too much about that bad boy. He's on the Android world with us, just with the keyboard. Was like, that's my super chicken. Trader Prad was like, that's my super chicken. Yeah. Oh yeah. Sadly, didn't have super chicken then. I'm watching AMD and Nvidia right now, and I'm watching the SPY and the Nasdaq market, and I'm kind of regretting kicking myself out of my trade, but it is what it is. Watch the stocks now rip all the way to 145, and I can sit here and complain about it. I don't know if I take the breakout maybe of the range. I'll be a little patient. I do want to get back long somewhere, but I want to be really patient as to where I punch my longs really, because I don't want to get burned on it too much. So 141.5. We'll see if it does go there and they give me the fill, and we'll go back to Nvidia. And what was our long over here? Around 285.50. We're not getting that one again, so you can forget the Nvidia long over here. I'm pretty sure you can forget the AMD long too, because AMD is going to rip along with the market. I'm debating, really debating if I just take the breakout. Really debating. We'll see what happens. So if I hit resistance, if it goes south, support is at 1481. Let's go check out SoFi. SoFi is kind of stuck over here currently at 1480 or so, support 1450. We are currently long at 15 on our personal account, so kind of downside from there for on our own account on SoFi, but overall still not worried about it. We'll see where it goes in a year or so. What I am worried and what I am upset about is how I paper handed my AMD and my Nvidia right now, and should be way more in the money for these positions than what I am seeing currently in my blotter. So AMD is gonna just make me cross over and take that trade. We're going to take that trade, and then if AMD dips back under, we'll see if we want to add to it. I really want to be in the AMD long compared to the NVIDIA long, so we're going to stick on to this one a little bit longer. Miss V, what are you looking at?
Keep an eye on Tesla, Prad. That ball can't get out of my head. If Tesla will get to that 1180, basically it needs like $30 to the upside. Knowing Tesla, it can happen, but guys, QQQ is down 1.83%. I mean, if Nasdaq won't get back to positive territory, I don't see really catalyst for Tesla to go back to that level. But for curiosity, we can check if anything changed on our poll. 1,468 people voted, and we still have 60% thinks it will close below and 40% above. From logic aspect, I think it will close below, but let's see. Literally, Tesla can surprise sometimes.
Thank you, Miss V. Yeah, I'm looking at the market right now, still seeing no real strength coming in at these lows. We want these lows to hold up and really rip back to VWAP. So it could just give you more weakness in the market, at which point my AMD long could not be a good one. It just will not be. Right now, already down 15 cents in the money, and as soon as I punch my long over there, but we're giving it about $1 risk right now. It's, giving it too much risk than I should be, to be honest. So and at the same time, I think I'm going to add on the lower day, and then get stopped out on the break of lower day. So we'll see what happens. I do want to go take this position all the way back above 143 or so by being long near 141 on the stock. So SPY on Amex. Hello, why isn't this loading? Oh, I'm hitting enter over here. SPY on Amex. There we go. So SPY on Amex did manage to come back to that range low, and then now we're seeing rejection of that range low. So it could just give you more weakness into the market all the way up to 230, 240 or so, or even 3 o'clock. And even then, around 3 to 4 power hour, or when imbalances come in at 350, we could just see sell side imbalance all across the board, because the market just does not look strong to me at any shape or form. So I'm a little worried about my longs over here.
Talking about longs, Rely is moving, Prad. Even though markets are slightly negative, Rely is going. It's up 27% and it has nice volume.
Let's go check out RELI. RELI apparently still moving with the market, obviously being down almost 2% on the tech market. Whereas Rely currently 26% up. I know Neil was trading this. I think he took the $9 breakout, I think, or something along those words.
Nice.
And it is getting ready to keep on going higher here as we talk about it. Coming down a little bit, obviously. We're looking to see how the stock trades at $10. And if it actually breaks out at $10 is the question that I have in my mind. So waiting patiently for the volume candles come back in. We are at the highest of the day for the volume candles too, so very good on that side for the stock. Getting ready for a move over here. MTTR. Neil was shorting Rely. Okay, I thought he took the $9 breakout. Never mind. So the stock actually broke 9 and went higher. So he might have just gotten stopped because he's not at his desk. So I'm guessing he did get stopped on it. Should be back to see his trades in about 10-ish minutes. So just you guys can ask him yourself when he's back. MTTR apparently getting called out by the boy himself, Mike Crahan. Let's see what MTTR is doing. Down 8.5% today with 7 million shares traded. So trying to find a bottom in this lows that we're currently stuck in at $17.84 to $18 range. Trying to see if we can rip back north. AMD kind of hurting me right now on my trade, back into being the biggest negative position on the day. Let's see if we can load back on this long over here. But keep in in mind the market's still looking weak, man. Not looking healthy on the market side. I'm gonna throw out a long over here, 141.15, and we'll take that much size instead, because I really want to risk my whole day on this AMD long at this point, because this is too much, and we'll either end positive on the day really big, or we'll give back all of our all of our wins and flat on the day. So we'll see what happens over here with my last trade of the day, most likely over here on AMD. Prad MARA is tanking along with BTC MARA. Let's go check out MARA. Yeah, for sure. We were supposed to pull up BTC along with the cryptocurrencies over there. So right now, currently cracking the downside. Obviously, here come your cryptocurrencies to the 45,000 as I was expecting it to. Kind of sooner than when I wanted to, because obviously we just bought the lows over here, or so we thought. So we thought that they were the lows, and we want these positions to go back up. They were almost up 1% at one point today, and now they're all bleeding almost down 2% on Doge and Shiba. Cardano down 1%. Solana down 1.5%. Ethereum is the only one who's kind of flat, and then Bitcoin's down 1.5% also. AMD coming to the downside big time right now with the overall market, trying to see if they're going to give me that fill, and looks like nope, they're going to run away from me a little bit.
Prad, ALZN is running to the upside. What a great move. 13% to the upside. 50 million free float name.
ALZN with the 6 million shares traded so far. Let's see what ALZN is looking like. We are attempting to still rip over here. 11% up to the north side right now. 2.3 just broke, and we're coming down slightly under 2.3, trying to find support on the way down, maybe at $2.20 or even at $2.16 or so. AMD coming to my price actually, so I have to go focus on AMD in a second. But ALZN currently up 12. They actually gave me the fill. Okay, ALZN up almost 11.5% right now, and we're, like I said, we're looking for support coming in at $2.20. Let's go check out QQQs real quick. Where am I typing? QQQ on NASDAQ. Trying to take out the lows, which does not look good to me. And for the spies on Amex, also trying to take out this new double bottom that we're making or attempting to make. Doesn't look healthy to me. It scares me actually a little bit on my AMD position, because we're scaled a little heavy right now. We really want a big winner over here on this stock right now. So we're scaling in a little heavier, and we're trying to put all of our eggs on this one stock today. We'll see if it ends up being victorious.
1,100 likes. Let's go. I love it.
Let's go. Yeah. 1,100. What was it yesterday? 1,300. Let's go. Beauty. About 7 minutes left in this day for us with you guys, so you guys know what to do tomorrow. I'll come back around the same time, 11 o'clock. You'll see me and Miss V, and then you guys don't go anywhere, because in about 7 minutes or so, you guys will get thrown to Neil, Sean, and Brendan for the closing trade from 2 o'clock till right into 4 o'clock. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. More fun to come into the market. We're looking for some bottoms to catch in the tech sector. Nvidia and AMD to be exact. Nvidia hasn't really made the move all the way back down like AMD is right now. AMD trying to looks like it's really trying to shake out the people who are long in front of 141. So it could break 141 and whipsaw right back. So I wanna give it a timed break at almost to see if we do break 141, and if we do, how long are we gonna stay under 141 is my question. So just watching AMD very closely. Not looking good obviously, because SPYs just broke low a day and QQQ just broke low a day. So very cautious on this trade, and my hand on the button to just close me out if it doesn't get back above 141 instantly. Rely, guys, I would gladly pull up Rely, but because I'm in a big trade over here on AMD, I'm not gonna move anything. I'm not gonna move away from here for a little bit. I have to watch the time of sales. If you guys can feel free to, obviously in the next 5 minutes or so, pull up with Neil and Sean and them, because obviously Neil's actually trading Rely. I'm not trading Rely. I'll pull it up for you, but I'm not actually trading it, so there's no point in me even having it up right now. I could give you an information that is going up to $10, which is what we're expecting it to. We're looking looking for it to break out. But besides that, I don't really have a trade on it, nor would I take the $10 break, nor would I short the $10 entry over there on Rely. So honestly, I think your go-to person on that stock would be on NIO. So AMD did break 140 to the downside over here with SPYs and NASDAQ going lower. I have to be a little cautious on my trades, obviously, because if this doesn't manage to get back above 141, I have to take the loss on it. AMD now going to be probably my biggest loser of the day, and we're going to have to walk away. So 5 Mississippis have already elapsed, around 5 or so. I'm looking for buyers to step up on the bids. They're kind of stepping up. They're trying to. Can we get back above 141 is the question. We're not really taking out any size on the 141 offers. So I want to see 141 start getting taken out. Looking at the NASDAQ and looking at the SPYs right now, SPYs is still going to the downside. So let me just show you what SPY ETF is looking like here. So SPY ETF taking out to the downside, not looking good. And there goes AMD also. It could be a couple more seconds, and then I'm just gonna book my loss here on AMD. Not fun to see this go to the downside here. Come on, AMD. You know you want to launch right back to 141. Good. I'll buy AMD tomorrow. Yeah, AMD just today not looking good at these levels. 141 did give you multiple scalps, but not healthy at all for these prices. Come on, AMD. What do you want to do here? Still watching it a little bit. As you guys can see, clearly we're holding up slightly above 140.70, but the market's trying to go lower. If this doesn't take off, then we should have already been out of this trade, honestly. But we're just ego battling a little bit over here. I feel like they're just trying to stop people out, shake people out in front of 140. If we pull up AMD over here on the intraday, so it could go as low as, what is it, 138 if we do crack much lower, but it's kind of too big of a move to the downside today already. Pull it up on the 5-day over here, looking for supports around these levels. So market's going higher down though. That's the problem. The market's going much lower. So we're looking for this 140 support. Just come on, man. 140.50 support maybe. Just revenge trading at AMD so hard at the moment. All right. Tech is getting rotated out into energy. Don't fight it, Prad. Yeah, I feel like I'm fighting this quite a bit, but I don't think I'm a loser on this just yet. I'm going to give it a little bit more risk on the stock. Give it up to maybe 140.50 instead. Just a little bit more risk, and that would be about $1 per share on my trade for the risk amount. Obviously, I should have been stopped out already if I stuck to my original rules, which don't worry, I will be documenting that in my notes. Should have already been stopped out, but not looking good right now, man. AMD could just end up being my biggest loser for the day.
I'm also gonna send guys on the chat trading psychology educational video where guys discuss some of the most common stressful situations traders sometimes be locked in, such of revenge trading or many more. So go take a look at this trading psychology, and maybe you will find something helpful and some tips for yourself.
Thank you, Miss V. Quickly, let's take a look at Tesla. What is Tesla doing? Tesla came back down, actually, along with the market, looks like. So that idea that the 60% of the voters are going to be wrong is, I guess, not going to be wrong anymore. We'll see, obviously, later on in the day if the market actually decides to pop, which I don't think it's going to. AMD going back to the downside. Really? Come on, man. This is ridiculous. I'm getting tired. So indirect there. What? I don't even know. Gotta drop a like for that. Gotta drop a like for the YouTube video. Thank you, guys.
Yes, please.
All the good stocks will go back up. I mean, what goes up must go down. What goes down must go back up also eventually. But what is not going up is your main ETF over here, which is your SPYs are just cracking. Just whipsaw cracking to the downside. Just not looking good at all. And your QQQs are basically going to follow suit with it, taking out the low a day again. AMD's low being 140.70. We're just gambling at this point, honestly, for a lack of a better word. Should already be out. We said we're going to give it 5 Mississippis. It's been almost 30 minutes now. Maybe not 30 minutes, but it's been almost 10 minutes. But yeah, let's wrap it up over here.
Yeah, I can see Brandon, Neil, and Sean. Can't wait, guys, to take you for the last 2 hours of this trading day. We love you. Thank you so much for all the support. I wish you all the luck for the rest 2 hours of this trading day.
yeah, guys, have fun at the closing show. Come back tomorrow, 11 o'clock. Take care. Paka paka.
Пока-пока.
All right, guys, welcome to the close. 2 hours to go until the end of the day. We'll take you right through to 4 o'clock this afternoon, talk a little bit about this tech sell-off. A bit of a slide, to say the least, happening for us this afternoon. Back into negative territory here in a big way. 2 full % right now for the NASDAQ to the downside. You can see the Dow